What is good? What is good, everybody? Happy fucking Wednesday, guys. I hope y'all are off to a good start to your day, having a good week this week. I know we missed you guys yesterday. I actually had an in person meeting I had to go to that was at 11, so I got kind of tied up. But we're here today. The good thing about me being away from my desk yesterday is even when I'm not working, we're still working, guys. So we got a $12,500 deal assigned. It was confirmed not newly, but it was a signed part of the challenge. It was a JV that came in during the challenge. It came in about 2, 3 weeks ago, and we just got it. I think only 2 weeks ago actually, and we got it assigned for 12,500. So the buyer does have an inspection on it. They're sending a formal inspector over there tomorrow to just make sure there's no like life threatening issues going on at the house. As long as there's nothing like that going on, we'll be good to close on it. So it's got to keep rolling, guys. You got to keep your pipes full, and when your pipes are full, then fucking beautiful things happen. That's how it goes. It's that consistency and persistence that makes the fucking wheels go round.
There it is, guys. And look, not every deal, Newly can't do every deal. You guys got to remember there was a life before Newly. There's going to be a life after Newly, but we are here to make the deals easier for you to get. And guess what, guys? During this challenge, where are we at now? So I think we've got it. Let's just say it's 200 flat because it's got to be.
It's 222,500 on the
So
dot.
out of 222,500, guys, I can't say I know all of the numbers.
About
I
90%.
think Newly's responsible for
90.
Well, we got 80s Jordan.
90%, not 90
Oh,
grand.
90%. Yeah, we're responsible for 90%. Say 75, maybe we're off a number or two. That's fine with me, guys. That's what the company's here to do. We're here to get you to where you're going. If we can get somebody who's doing $240,000 challenge and we can get them 90% of the way there, I think we win. Hey, yo, Wish.
That's what I'm
on
saying.
live. All right. So guys, I'm happy with it. I love it. And the thing is this, guys, we haven't even started to really go hard yet. So you got to think this 240, me and Joey have known each other a year in September. That's when I say known, that's meet, shake hands. September is a year.
Like, did not know of each other before, by the way.
Didn't know of each other before. If you count, we started making money like the week after we met. Like the very next week, we were already doing deals and getting things closed. If you count this 240 charge, we're responsible for 90 of it. We're at 190. The other deals that we've done already, we've got to be almost on our way to 300 grand. That's in 1 year of knowing each other, guys. I'm not too concerned because that means in 2 years of knowing each other, we'll be at $1 million.
Easily at $1 million. The beauty of mine and Nosen's relationship is like when we met, I had full acquisitions in place. We were fucking hitting, and the first deal we got locked up was my now dispo, as you guys know, Mauricio. He was acquisitions back then. This was his first deal ever. Like literally, it was like a week and a half, 2 weeks onto the phones, called the lead, and fucking ended up getting it signed. And then my boy Romello got it assigned 4 days later. I think it was like a week later. I'm sorry, guys, that's BS. It was a week later. It was another deal. It was 4 days later. But still, we got it assigned a week later. 15 grand assignment fee. Had a memo on the deal. Had to negotiate the memo off of the deal. Whole bunch of bullshit came up with it. But it took about 30 days for me and Nelson to break bread after we met each other. All in. And then from there, we fucking closed another like 3 or 4. It was like 50,500, I think, was like the exact count we were at. And then I literally didn't do acquisitions for like 4 months. We did straight JVs, no newly leads. We were hitting them, but we weren't getting any traction. We weren't really on it like that because I lost my acquisitions team. So now I'm slowly building it back up. I'm back in the seat, and we already have fucking 222 assigned, 222,500. And I believe only like yesterday was 12.5. That wasn't from newly. At least we're pretty close to 200 grand solely assigned from newly. And the best part is, guys, Nelson gives me the shit. Like, that's the beauty of the whole relationship that we have. Like, it's not like he's feeding me like the hot, like, I get the exclusive fucking best leads, creme de la creme. He'll give us them. But out of a lot of these deals we've closed, if you look at the timestamps from when that lead came into newly to when they came to us to when it was sold, guys, it was probably a fucking year or 2 years. And it makes me so happy because everybody tries to blame the fucking leads. And I'm just a firm, like, guys, if anybody knew me back last September, my whole team was blaming the leads. Like, I literally had someone on my team, I won't mention names, that had to get out, that solely was like, these leads suck, talking about newly leads. Well, sorry to whoever that was, they don't suck. Like, if they sucked, Nelson, by the way, we got the survey done for Longview, that 30 grand deal. That one's going to be closing in not probably next Friday. We'll have the report back, so probably the following week. Like, it's like, guys, and that's not even part of the challenge. That's away from the challenge because fucking I've had that deal for 4 months because we had fucking tight shit.
Oh man, guys, you got to work it. You got to have a process and you've got to work it. I tell everybody, and we've said it 1,000 times on here, unless you're selling gas, no one goes in and closes the deal every time. Okay. No car dealership opens their doors. People come in and say, that's the car I want, sit down and close every time, all the time. You got to follow up, have a sales process, have a team, put marketing out. It's a business, right? So I don't get discouraged when people say it because I've worked the leads. I've closed the leads. These are the same leads that have been supporting my family for the last 5 years in this business. And now we're helping and support so many other people to close deals, first deals and all that. I don't get discouraged because it's a business. Okay. Not everything on Walmart shelf's great and people love it. Doesn't matter. They put it up every day. The people who love it buy it. The people who don't grab the Kellogg's name brand above it. It's business, guys. We're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. For the people we are, we're going to work our ass off to make the product the best. And for the people we're not, we'll earn your business one day. If we don't, I'll keep living and breathing.
That's it.
I'm not a person. I always tell people I'm not a comments guy. I'm not going to get in the comments and argue with people. I'm not going to go back and forth. I'm running a race. I'm going this way. You're either going this way with me or you're not. If you're not, wish you the best. If you are, let's do it together.
Let's make this bread, guys. It's just fucking... I hear people blame the leads so much more than you guys fucking realize, and that's why they're broke. Like, that's the only thing, guys, the only thing stopping you from being broke is not blaming the shit around you and just working what you have and getting resourceful. Like, I was dead broke for a long time, and like, I could have sat here and been like, damn, Nelson, what's good with these leads? Like, why are these leads not hitting? Blah, 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 whatever. But it's like, no, I never once, there will never be a time where you see me sit there and be like, oh my God, these leads suck. That's why I'm not making money. No, I'm not making money because I suck and I fucking have a shitty mentality and I can't sit here and be positive about the leads. So when I call the leads, my fucking tone is so bad that the sellers don't even want to sell anymore. That's what happens. Y'all be talking yourself out of fucking money. That's the reality. But quick shout out to my boy Carlos Todd. Let's get it. My brother out of San Antonio. I'll see you at this fucking event in a couple months, bro. You gonna get it. And I gotta get on these phones, guys. I gotta get some contracts. I'm sitting here talking your ears off about not blaming the leads, and I got some leads I gotta call.
Hey, I'm gonna private chat you. Let's see.
If you want to start, I'll call those first.
Here, let me add the whole thing in here real quick.
Jordan's trying to find his AirPods right now. Oh, yeah.
Let me get the number in here too. Zillow says, Joey's connection. Joey's got the connection again. All right, let me fix this in my.
This did not do it. I moved my fucking thing. Give me 2 seconds.
Oh, you're all good, brother.
I moved the cord of my camera and it fucking
short circuit. I spoke with the owner. He's interested in selling, rented, blah, 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 asking 180. I hate all of it. I don't want to say hate, but golly.
I gotta switch this because I got my laptop camera on. It's freaking bored. Here, give me 2 seconds, Nelson.
Oh, you're all good, man. I'm going through these leads to see what I'm gonna push over to you real quick, since Jordan doesn't want to get on the call. negotiable? Yeah, I bet he is.
Oi. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just. Y'all can see me?
Let's see.
Y'all
I
can-
got you. I got you.
Oh my god, this also is something I never realized. I can take the fucking camera microphone as my microphone. How much better do I sound right now?
You actually don't. You actually sound worse now.
Do I really?
Yeah, it went back to like the nine. It's you know. Yeah, you got to use the headset.
No, but it is the headset, I think.
Oh well, then whatever you were using before, the microphone that you were using before is what you got to go back to.
Testing. This is that bad?
Yeah,
Is it so bad?
I'm telling you, it is. I wouldn't lie.
So this is better.
That 20,000 times better. That's 2025. The other one is 1999.
So I got a really good camera microphone apparently then. Fuck.
Yeah, yeah.
I just bought my wife just bought me these fucking little camera things, or these microphone things, like for when you do the lives or the fuck is it? Like my videos and stuff, my content.
Yeah.
So maybe
Like this right here.
Yes, but I just have the ghettoer one. I got the Colombian version. Oh, let me call a buyer really quick to see if I can negotiate with this guy because I kind of have to get this deal sold today, and then I'm gonna start calling these leads.
No, you're good, man. Hit it up. He said he said he fixed it. He said, yeah, I fixed it now. The trigger is just the address now. So just add name. So just add name, phone, and address. Okay, I guess. So now when I add something, I just got to add the name, phone, and address.
Let's get it. Wait, what do you mean there's no outbound phone number on my phone? Don't do this to me today. Call. What do you mean? I definitely have an outbound call number. Okay. So then why in the app does it say I don't got no phone number? Uh-oh. My freaking app is messing up today on the lead connector. On go high level. There you go. I just have to reset it.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording.
I feel like I already sent this one to you, Edward, for Cambridge, New Jersey.
Nope. I never called that one. I'm gonna start calling all these leads. Let's get it. And if anybody is watching and is in the comments, put where you guys fucking are calling from or watching in from, where you guys are doing deals at. You never know. I might have a deal that you guys could fucking sell for me. Never know. All right, so this is all the notes, and then Drunel is the person, correct? So that's all the notes from
Yeah,
the
the
first
first one is gonna be the first one is gonna be the phone number, and up is all his, and then the next one is gonna be the other one. I tell you what, this one, I mean the first one looks all right, but I actually like the second one. Is I think it's a duplex, or maybe it's two properties. I don't know if he
I'm gonna
wants
call.
100 a piece or 100 for both. Sounds
Oh,
like
okay.
there's some foundation repairs and work that needs to be done there. KCMO is not a bad market.
Oh, yes, it is right now. Wait, is it KC? No, no, no. We're in fucking St. Louis, MO. That's what's fucking kicking my ass this week. Granted, we do have a fire damage and a tornado damage property there, so
You know how to pick them. You got it. That's the money makers.
they are though. That's the thing. We just gotta sell them the right person that's down to get down with the tornadoes.
They got to get up and get down with the sickness.
That's what I'm saying, bro. We're going to volunteer tonight, so if I'm a little tired tomorrow, oh fuck, I can't even be tired tomorrow. I'm not gonna be here tomorrow, guys. I have to go get my cedula at 11 a.m. tomorrow.
Did you say you're volunteering, or is it a club called volunteer?
Hey, is this Dreadnought?
Yeah.
Hi, this is Joey calling. I think that you had spoken to one of my partners yesterday about your property in Maywood. Yes, you're looking to sell it still?
No, I told your partner yesterday that I'm in the contract to the 18th. I'll be interested as a backup, if you're interested, but it will be after the 18th.
Got it. Okay, so how is it going with the contract? How long have you been under contract for?
Since the beginning of June.
Oh, and are they like at the point that they're getting close to closing on it, or what's going on?
Yeah, that's right. They're at that point. Yeah. So I mean, according. So I mean, I can only go. I'm giving them to the 18th. After that, I'm not being bothered.
Okay, so what I'll do, I'm gonna put you for a follow up in another week just to see how everything's at. And if you could just ask them, like, are they close on this thing? Like, if they're wholesaling it, do they have a buyer in place already? Like, where are they at in the process? Just so you know, because I don't want them to waste your time for another
Yeah,
month.
that's what they're doing. They're wholesaling. But yeah, I'll ask them.
Yeah, see if they have a buyer in place, and if not, we could definitely get this done for you as long as the numbers make sense. The numbers got to be there, but as long as the numbers are there, we'll get this done.
No, okay, all right.
Okay, so I'll circle back in about a week or so. Okay.
Okay, all right.
Okay, you take care, Jonah. Bye bye.
Get the price. Get the price. Oh.
I should have asked. She said 175 in the asking price. I'm assuming they're somewhere around that.
All right. I just want to see, because that way we know if we reach out. But I was up with my son. All right. Well, hey, you know what? We got to the 18th. We'll follow up with her. She ain't going
That's
nowhere.
it. I'm gonna put it for.
Because it looks like the ARV is like 300. So that's why I'm trying to figure out. That's why I wanted the price to see if that's true, because I don't know why it wouldn't be selling. Unless they're just marketing it ridiculously high.
Yeah, that one looks like they should have been closed on this shit.
That's why I'm like, I don't get, but whatever.
My brother Pablo out of San Antonio. He said he's doing Austin and Houston. Send his way, and San Antonio, obviously. You know I got you, my brother. Dealing with some DMD
Everybody's
bullshit
favorite
in
market.
Houston right now. Thanks. So yeah, literally everybody's favorite markets. No, honestly, I feel like a lot of people I know don't do Austin. I feel like a lot of people
That's
I know
true.
do Houston, Dallas, and San Antonio.
You know why? Because Austin had a huge pop, and people were like pouring out. Like you could go in there and flip a dumpster and make $1 million, and then it just stopped. It just closed shop.
Was it really like that? It just freaking stopped like that?
Yeah, I think. Well, the market changed, and then there was like Facebook and Google and all these companies were moving a lot of their people down there, and then they stopped. It just became like a lot of those people stopped coming that way.
Hey, Friscamondo live or what's good?
Oh, okay. This is about sugar. You want me to keep going?
Yeah, hold on. Okay. Just let me know when we get it scheduled and we'll get it going.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, cool. Thanks, Priska.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, and then Pablo said, sorry guys, that was a legal battle that I have to deal with. So. Always fun, these fucking scumbag buyers. This one's a scumbag. I'll tell you guys a story once we're out of this bullshit. Pablo said, what's up with these leads? Where are y'all getting them from? So these are Newly leads. That's where we're getting all the leads from. And Nelson might be the owner of Newly. So if you want to go into that, that's on you, puppy.
Hey, brother, we're providing you the best of the best of the best of the best
That's it. The best.
of the best. Let's see if this KCMO, whenever you get a chance, I'm interested to see if that one is what it says. I think that one's probably been sitting there a day or two, so they might have talked to him like a day or two ago.
Okay, I'm gonna put this in the Newly. I'm gonna create the tab for it. Or actually, I'm gonna put them in the follow-ups. Fuck. And then I'm gonna give her a call in a week.
Yeah, if they haven't sold it by the right now, it's not closing on the 18th. So
That's what I'm saying. Like, do you guys get a buyer locked in? That's my question.
dude,
That's
you could have.
what-
I mean, if it's really worth 300, you could have listed that thing. If you got it for 175, you could have listed it for 250 and been made your money already.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing, bro. Pablo said, "How can he get more info?" So
Here,
Nelson, you want to give a quick blurb and then put your link to talk to you?
Yeah, you want to hit me on Instagram at Newly_. But we provide leads. We upload leads daily to our marketplace at Newly.com, and we have a mixture of inbound and outbound leads. We did all the work for you. All you have to do is go in there and see what we have every day that's uploaded. Call them and make your deal happen, just as he's doing. Right, these leads are leads that I would have uploaded if we didn't pluck them out and give them to Joey. So it's the same leads that we've got for everybody. But hit me up on Newly _. On Instagram. I get you whatever you need. Or you can email me at hello@newly.com.
All right. Let me just add this guy the opportunity so we could at least get it going. Okay. All right. Pablo's IG got hacked. He said, "Can you send him the email?" So should he just email you at hello
Your
Newman?
call has been recorded.
Nelson? Should he
What'd
just?
you say?
Pablo said, "Send me the email. My IG got hacked." So could
Yeah, I'm
should I
going
send
into
him-
your I'm going into your Facebook to message him there because I couldn't log in. I can't chat on the comments on here.
Got you. KC didn't answer. They are in the drips already though, so pretty soon. Give me 2 seconds. Let me just freaking turn on the goddamn fan. Okay.
Yo, Pablo, I sent you a Facebook Messenger with my email on there.
Good. Medellin has been freaking hot the last couple days. Fuck. Alright, let's get it.
Sorry, I missed your call.
Good, I'll just call you back right now.
Yo,
Hey, Gary.
yo.
Hey, Gary, this is Joey. I think you were just texting Mary that you're looking for an offer on your property, the one in Birmingham on
Make me an offer. I'll send somebody out here to see about it.
So I can get you an offer by the end of this call, but how much are you looking to get for it?
Well, I've been asking 110 for you. Just make me an offer. I can send you some pictures that you look at.
Got it. I'm guessing that's negotiable though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if I did get you an offer that made you happy, are you ready to start the process right now?
Am I ready to do what?
Start the process on it right now? We get paperwork going and everything?
Yeah.
Okay, and are you the only one on the deed?
No. It's been in probate, it's in probate, in the opposition, so.
Got it, but you're the only one that's authorized to sell it though, or is there anyone else that has to sign on it?
That's correct, I'm the only one.
Got it, okay. So the way that my process, go ahead.
I've had an offer for 110, and we went to closing, and they had some problems at closing, so the ready for probate, get the shit cleared up, and now it's clear sale.
Okay, if I'm being honest with you, I'm looking at I'm gonna go through the whole process with you. I'll see what we can actually pay. I know I'm gonna be nowhere near 110, just looking at it on the surface. So as long as you're negotiable on that, we could definitely go through this, and I could be the one to get this done for
Yeah,
you.
we got to negotiate, yeah.
Okay, cool. So basically, the way my process works, I'm just gonna ask you a couple quick questions about the property. Then I'll get you an offer on this call. If you're good with that offer, I'll send you over a purchase agreement. We'll go over everything together. As long as you're good with everything on that agreement, we'll sign it, send it over to a title company. They'll protect you as the seller, us as the buyers, and then we'll just pick a closing date that you're choosing to receive the money, and title will send that obviously via wire transfer or certified check, whatever's easier for you. Is that good?
Yeah, that's
Okay. So how's like the foundation and structure of the property?
How do what?
How is the foundation and how's the structure there?
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah.
Okay, foundation's good, structure's good. What about the roof? How old is the roof there?
The roof is probably 15 years old. Maybe a little bit longer than that. I don't know.
Okay, so the roof's probably gonna have to get changed.
Huh?
Is it?
Well, I don't know. No, it looks good right now. It's better than the one on each side of it.
Okay, so no leaks, no water spots, nothing like that.
No.
Okay. Okay. What about the electrical there? Has the electrical ever been redone, rewired, anything like that, or is it original to when the house was built?
No, I think there's a wire goes.
Wait, say that again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think the wiring has been worked on since the 50s.
Do you know when, by chance?
No, I don't. Probably in the 60s when Central Air put in it. Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Okay. Okay. Everything's up to code though and working on the wiring end?
No, I don't know. No, I don't know.
Okay. What
Why
about
don't you send somebody out here? Why don't you send your somebody out to look at it?
if we come to terms on numbers, I'm absolutely going to. The way that our process is we would get a contract in place first so that I know that we at least have a firm agreement in place. Within the first 2 weeks, I'll get my team out there, contractors, everybody that got to walk it. But that's why I'm asking you such detailed questions, because the more I know, the easier I can get you a real offer and the better it will be to actually be at that offer once everyone walks it, as long as you're honest about everything. So what about the plumbing? When was the plumbing ever redone there?
I doubt no.
Okay, so it's probably original. And then is there AC in there, central air?
Yeah, the Central Air. Yeah.
Okay, and do you know the last time the unit was ever serviced?
Probably. I don't know. It's not. I don't think it's working right now. The guys I had over there cleaning it out said that they had a hard time keeping it going.
So it's probably gonna need a new system.
Yes.
Okay. And is it public water and sewer there?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, and then on the inside of the house, has it ever been updated, like kitchen, bathroom, floor, paint, stuff like that?
Yeah, the bathrooms had some shower work done on it and the floor. Kitchen got a brand new floor in. The rest of the house got hardwood and they've been cleaned and got a coat of shine on.
Okay, when was the work done in the bathrooms?
Within the last year.
Beautiful. Okay. Okay, and on the outside, does it look like how it looks in the pictures? Like we might have to redo some siding and stuff?
Yeah, you got current pictures or are you looking at something from satellite?
I'm looking from the satellite picture, but it says it's from 2025. So it's still like the blue paint and then the red awnings and everything?
No, it's painted gray with black on it.
Gray and black awnings, okay. Was that recent?
Yeah, when they clean the house out.
Okay. Okay. And is probate already done?
Yeah, it's not, yeah, I don't know the process. The lawyer tells me that I've got a letter that allows me to.
Okay, so it should be satisfied then.
Yeah, and that he can, all any of the problems that popped up in before, he can take care of them, so.
Okay. Well, we'll I have a in-house transaction coordinator. So if there's anything else that we have to work on, we could definitely help you guys on that side of the process as well. We're dealing with about, I want to say 6 probate deals right now. So we're very familiar with that process. So anything you need help on that end, we're definitely able to get that done. And then it's a 3-bed, 1-bathroom, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. What time frame are you looking to get this done in? Would 30, 60 days be a good enough time for you to get this closed?
Yeah, I don't see why not, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And then what's the story with you actually selling this?
The house belongs to my dad. This is the house that I grew up in. And, my dad only passed away and was left to me and my brother in the will. And I'm the executive estate. So I'm the target estate.
Got it. Was it recent that your dad passed?
Yeah, a couple of years ago.
A couple of years ago. Okay, and I'm assuming you guys were close?
Pardon?
But were you guys very close?
Yeah, I'm ready to sell. Yeah, I'm tired of sitting here. Yeah, I'm ready to go.
I got you, brother. I got you. Well, I will give me about a minute or two. Let me run my numbers, see exactly where I can be at for a cash offer, and then I will be right back with an offer. I'm just gonna put you on hold, so don't hang up.
No, you call me back. I'm out here cutting grass, standing in hot sun. So you call me back. I'll send you a text one or the other.
You couldn't stay on hold for about a minute? We just get this offer done right now?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, 2 seconds. I'll be quick, I promise. Always push, guys. Don't take no for an answer. The fuck?
Can you put the ad in private?
Yeah. We got 2 little goobers that just popped in, so that's good, guys.
Yeah.
Reasonable. What up, fellas?
So Zestimate's at 72K. There's cash comps 65, 80, 50, 9,500, 85, 10, 85, 57, 57. So
What does he want?
He wants 110, but he knows he's not getting it. Like he knows that. Like he knows I ain't coming in at no fucking 110 right now. So this one sold for 85K. No, 65 grand. It sold public record, so I'll add about 15 to that. That's 80K. But it took them 6 months to list it for rent, which means they did a full rehab. So I probably can get him around 60 and still be good. This one's literally the house next door to his. Another one was bigger, sold for 80K. So this is a better part of Birmingham, is what I'm gathering. This one sold 80K public record 4.2, so that they're still fixing it up right now. So I think I could be between I'll probably be somewhere around 60, 65K, and I could get this done for him.
Hit him with it.
You know how we do it. You know I don't fuck around. Okay, so this one sold for 50. It took them a minute. It sold public record, so that's probably a 65K sale. This one's a bigger one though. It's a 4. No, this one's only 3.1 actually. Same exact type of house. They did a rehab on it, and then they fucking listed it for $14.50 for rent. So they probably paid about 65, 70K realistically. So I think I probably got to be between 50 to 60K.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Okay, you still there, Gary?
I'm here.
Okay. So what I'm looking at on my end, I think that 110, that's pretty much retail value. There's really only been a couple homes that have sold anywhere near that. I'm probably gonna have to put some work into this. It's looking like it's a small house. It's not like this is a giant house. I probably got to put about 50, maybe 60 grand of work into it maximum. So we can get this done. I can close in about the 30 to 60 days that I was talking about. And I know obviously you're just ready to get this done, and we can basically do the straight cash. And to get this done, we'd be coming in around 45 to 55 grand cash.
Okay. But I got a hell of a lot better offer than that. So,
What offers are those? That quick? You just hang up on me like that?
Dang, bro.
Banged on you, as Jordan would say.
Straight bang on, bro.
He said, I'm going to go 50 to 60. And then he gets on and goes 40.
If I start at 50 to 60, we ain't landing there.
Gotta hit him with that anchor, brother.
Back.
Sorry I missed your call.
Oh, you little soft little bitch. Let
That's how it goes sometimes, guy.
me text this guy. Where are the other offers coming in? He's going in a follow up on a cold, and he's going to get texted again. That's all I gotta say.
Yo, quick question for you. On Investor Plug, I only have access to like 9 conversations.
Why?
What? I don't know.
That shouldn't be a thing.
Agreed.
Let me look on my end.
Yeah, I don't know enough about it to even like try to troubleshoot it either.
That might be because everything's gotten read already. Then.
No, I went to like all conversations, and it's 8 results.
Oh, if I go to all, it's like 19. What happened?
Oh, it's in it for you too.
Yeah, let me go look in what's assigned to you. Well, that's why you only have, for some reason, you only have 102 assigned to you.
Oh, damn.
Nelson, I think when Dax went in there, he might have assigned everything over to me somehow.
He
Something
assigned
got
everything
fucked
to
up.
what?
To me, I think something got fucked up.
Well, you told me to sign it all to you, right?
Yeah, but I think
I
we
just told him
unassigned
to assign
everything from
everything to
Jordan.
you because you said everything's got to come to me.
Yeah, no, I mean the new stuff, but we have like there's like at least 1,000 I think Jordan had claimed to.
Oh well, no, he shouldn't have done that. He should have just done it for the new stuff that's going in.
Yeah, I got to troubleshoot. I'll figure it out. But really quick, my brother Muhammad said, "Pressure breaks diamonds." Joey Billo. I think that was a quote I said one day. I don't know when, but. All right, Jordan, let me figure this out for you really quick while we're doing this.
Here, let me call him. I'm just gonna call him and make sure that he only touched the new stuff.
Actually, let me just do it this way. Like, run. Yeah, we got a lot of leads, Nelson. Okay, Nelson, the only thing he didn't do when they came in, it doesn't trigger the started campaign. That's the only thing that's not.
Hey, when the
happening.
leads come in, does it not trigger the started campaign?
It does. It's just in a drip, like we talked about. There's 960 waiting
Okay.
in there right now.
Okay.
That makes
And he-
sense.
And he said he didn't touch any of the old stuff. He only triggered it. He only made it to the new stuff. Just goes to you.
Okay.
Well,
Something got fucked up in here.
Assigned to him now. Everything that I loaded in that list gets assigned to him.
Yeah, but not old stuff. It wouldn't have changed the old stuff that's already assigned to different people.
No, I don't think I would have touched it. I don't think I touched that. Maybe I did.
Okay. Well,
Saying that I did.
Toma esto, eso es tuyo.
Jordan, what are you saying happened to yours, Jordan?
It just all got fucked up.
Yeah, I don't have access to any of my leads anymore.
One of the guys is saying he doesn't have access to any of his leads anymore.
I'm basically okay. No, so this one right here is where you were already working. So let me go back and find where it started at.
Okay. They'll fix it, Dax. There, you know what? I don't know how this works, but all the new stuff is going to him and it triggers when it comes in on a drip, right?
Yeah, it's all triggered and it's all going to the new automation.
Okay.
I signed some of the new stuff over to Joey, so that might have triggered the wrong thing there.
No, but it wouldn't take away other people's leads from them though.
No, it might have. He might be right. He might have done it. Anything that's tagged newly went to me.
So
Oh,
assigned
okay.
some of the old stuff over to him.
Oh, okay. That's what's happened. Okay, you fucked up is what happened. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah. So there's a couple people in there. So I think everything that was assigned newly was at different people. So now it's all assigned to him, and so some
Yo,
people are like, I
fucked
don't
up
have
is
my
what
leads anymore.
happened. I know.
Okay, well, he apologizes, and he will moving forward. All the new stuff will be going to Joey, but he apologizes about that.
Tell Dax he's okay.
Dax,
We'll
they
forgive
say
him
he
for
says
that.
you're okay.
You're good, brother.
He said, "Did you hear him?" He said, "Why are you
He
so
said,
nice to
"I
me? I'd have ripped him a new one."
This is why I fuck with Dax. He likes accountability, bro.
Hey, you know
This guy
why
would've ripped me a
he's
new
not
one.
mad at you because we've got like $200,000 in assignments coming. So if it's a name change that he's got to fix, he'll figure it out. We got
I'll
another
figure it
200 or
out.
300,000 we'll do an assignment, so we'll figure out a name issue. All right, brother. I appreciate it, man. If we need some help, I'll hit you on a text or an email or something. We'll figure it. I think he can figure it out. Can you figure it out, Joey?
Yeah,
All right, he can figure it out, so you're good.
I'm almost there. It's just gonna take me about an hour, but we'll
Oh yeah, it's just gonna take him about 24 hours to fix this mess up.
tell Dax he owes me a fucking a steak dinner when I meet him.
I'm not exact. He said 1 hour, but if you know anything about Joey, every hour counts as 24 hours. So it'll take him about a month to fix this.
Wow.
Joey's on black people time.
Oh, all right, then. I appreciate it, Dax. Hey, for real though, do you need help for him to go in there and do anything?
No, I really got it. All right, Brian is the
All right,
person
he
I gotta
got it.
start at.
All right, I appreciate it, brother. Yeah. All right. This should be fixed by a week or two. Sorry about that. But we put 1,000 leads in there, so once he fixes this, leads will be coming in, flowing in.
Yeah, no, you're good, and I know 400 of those are coming my way, so I'm chilling, bro.
He got good jokes. He got very good jokes today, guys.
I'm not the boss. I'm not the lead once they go into the system, so I can't. I don't run.
Moses
I
like
don't
to
run this
fucking call
company.
them. Brian. Where'd
I just
they
know the leads
go?
do need to be spoken with. That's all I know.
That's all I care about.
Louis said, "Can you
fucking
put
call
some in here, Joey?" Well, it's not my company.
I'm going on a hoarding spree. All right, hold on. I just went through so many people. Where the fuck did this guy go? Because I think I'm already on Jordan's. Yeah, I already am on Jordan's, so I gotta go 2 pages back. We're gonna get this figured out.
Oh, we gonna get it, brother.
It's Wednesday, hump day. Got to give you guys something to do, you know.
You got to keep us on our toes.
There you go. You can't get all the leads and want it to be
Okay.
perfectly flowed in the system.
This is the first one. I found him. All right, we're good. And I lost him. Where did it just go? Here we go. Hi, Jordan. You're getting blessed first. Just News. This is why it's going to take an hour because I have to individually click from where he left off at. Thank you, Jordan. Should be having you do this.
Yeah, go ahead and give me access in the system. I'll take care of it, bro.
You got full access, I'm pretty sure.
Cap.
No, you really do. I think you're on an admin account right now. I think you should be able to see everything.
We're gonna
Dang,
need
brother.
about $300,000 in revenue from those 400 leads.
Better.
You know
We'll
what?
do what
I
we can.
that's damn near 100,000 per 100
Just
leads. Huh?
hey, a few
Well,
multi-families from the Salt Lake closer. It's good, bro. It's good.
Yeah,
I was
right.
gonna say, how about just a couple $100,000 in equity? We'll find a couple more multifamilies. We'll take them down.
Ooh, we still got to talk about that one, boys, today when we get offline here.
Yeah, that's the plan. I'm on ChatGPT right now trying to figure out what the hell I need to put in. Whether it's a marketing sheet or Louis, you called it something different, but
Property summary.
property summary. Yeah, got to get that created today, and I got like 3 people waiting on it, and then I do have 2 buyers also interested who I need to prepare something for and send it over to, just to explore all of our
The same
options.
property?
I mean, because it's such a lucrative deal, if we take it down, I think the only way that like we sell it, that I let it go on an assignment, is for like $200,000 minimum.
If not, they
Good.
can fuck out.
And yeah, you could twist my arm into 150, but I'd have to think about it.
You have to really, really twist that arm.
Yeah.
Assign to
There's the half of 400 right there, Nelson.
Yeah. You still got 150 more to go.
Okay. All right, Jordan. So those are assigned to you for now.
Oh, here they come, dude. Look at that in real time.
Now I gotta
Technology's
find
pretty
that.
cool, bro.
It really is. So I believe these were the last of mine. No, these were still Jordan, so it was 21. Let's see who these were assigned to. If these are still me. Okay. Fuck it. All right, I'm gonna assign this. All right. I don't know how many you had before, but you basically have some shit right now. Let me take this inbound call.
Hello, this is Paul.
Hey, Paul.
Ooh, got
Thought
him.
it was a voicemail, and it was.
Got him.
I just had to check, you know. Hey, Paul.
Yeah.
Hey, I think you were just calling in. I believe Mary was texting you about your property in Seattle.
That's right.
Yeah, so you looking to sell it?
Yes, I'm looking to sell it. It's a house that just evicted the tenant after a murderous 2-year nightmare. And
That's never fun.
property back in shape, but the place is in bad condition. And right now I'm looking at developers. Just yesterday I had a phone number from Texas.
Yep.
I don't know how you got more information.
We do a lot of business up in Seattle, that's why.
Well, anyway, just yesterday, July 1, it was the first day that King County, Seattle was in, and King County, this house is in unincorporated King County. They have changed their building codes to much more density. And even in tracts that traditionally have been residential. And so since it's a big change, like from single family residential that went up to a duplex, then we'll have to do townhomes. Now I understand it may be as much as 6 units on my 11,100 square foot piece of property.
Really?
And that drastically changes the calculus on the value of the place. Even if I gave a builder a bargain, let's just say, for example, the place is worth $450 to a builder, and he got it for $4. He'd still be getting it for $50,000 more than a flipper wants to pay to try to rehab the house, which is in pretty poor shape.
Yeah.
So I'm starting to look at developers. Just started that a couple days ago. I already have a solid bid at $350 from a flipper, and or someone who wants to fix it then maybe develop in the years ahead. And that's where it stands right now.
So are you looking for around that 350 if we could actually get it done for you? Or what number would you actually be happy with?
Well, I said I'd be happy with 350, but I got a guy right now at 350, no problem. I'm ready to go. With no caveats. As is.
Okay, because we could do it as is. I got to see if we could be at the 350. But if we could be at that number, and we could get the process started today, is that something you'd be willing to do?
Well, I don't turn down any offer. Obviously, if you bid 350, you'd just be second line, I guess, compared to the other guy.
Well, if I could beat him, then could we do business today?
That's a hard one to say, because like I just said, I just started looking at developers. I've already got 3 or 4 of them that have expressed interest, and I don't know what their thinking is right now. It's a little bit confused up here in Seattle now, because we have, of course, the problem that could be nationwide of our fascist president putting tariffs on Canadian lumber. If and when. So they're concerned about that. And we also, everybody's trying to catch up and know exactly what can be built in this property, but it looks extremely promising that something beyond just another house is feasible and profitable to make it profitable for them at a higher price than 350. I don't know this yet. I got to find it out.
The one thing I can tell you from my experience, typically if a house has to be torn down, like obviously this house is salvageable, but if a builder's going to build on it and like their plan is to tear it down, they're usually going to pay land value for it. So there are instances in areas like Seattle where they will absolutely pay a little bit more for properties just because they know they could put 2 houses up, condos up, whatever they could do there. But typically they should be coming in around similar offers than the flippers would be coming in at. just because even if they could put up 2-3 houses, whatever they could put up there, they still got to demolish it. They have to go get plans. They have to do the holding. So there's still a lot of money that has to get thrown out before they even start with it.
You know, that's something that I've been through that argument before, and it's about. I thought I would hold off and just let 4 or 5 developers or whatever take a look and see what range they're in. The big thing with the developer, regardless of what range they're in, they're concerned more about holding costs and the time it takes to get all the permits for the whole project, which would be as long as a year.
And a lot of them are going to want to do a contract like that. Like with us, we could do a 30, 60-day close and just give you a quick, simple sale. We just got to come to terms on numbers. So is it something, if we could agree on numbers, I can make you happy with the number that we're going to agree on? We could get it going today? Is it something we could make a decision on?
I don't know how you make it fit.
So I have a very detailed process. So basically, the way that it would work, I would basically ask you a bunch of questions about the property. I'll have an exact idea of what I'm getting into. And then once I get you all over, get all those questions answered, I'll get you an offer on this call. If that offer makes sense, I'll send you over a purchase agreement. We go over everything together. And then as long as you're good with everything on that agreement, we would sign it, send it over to the title company. They'll obviously keep you protected as the seller and us as the buyers. And then basically from there, we would end up sending my contractors over to the property. What it was, then we'll close on the deal and you'll basically get either a wire transfer or certified check, whichever is easier for you.
Well, you would close in a reasonable time. What was your feasibility period? These guys that I know here, Dave said,
Got it. So we just do a 30 to 60 day close. That's all that we do to get this done.
and I don't necessarily mind. Certainly, all things being equal, the shorter closing time is preferable. You understand? It all has to do with, if you wanted to give me $275 for it, yeah, you can have your 60 days to close. But you're not going to, and I would tell you, don't, unless you want to get the property because you think in 4 or 5 years it's going to be finished. As a flip right now, $375 is too much.
Yeah.
I'm into that business as well. Remodeling land or
I think this is one. So basically, just tell me about like the foundation and structure of it. How, like I know you said the thing needs a lot of work.
Well, first of all, it's supposed to pier. And of course, wired and pre-insulated. It has to have, there's a chimney right up in the middle. This is a 1937 house. Chimney right up in the middle. And get rid of the chimney. It's not necessary. And then you have to open up the stairs going upstairs to the 2 bedrooms upstairs because it's not wide enough to get anything up there and it probably doesn't meet code. And yet there would be enough of a change there that you would meet that code for it to be legally habitable. I mean, it's legally habitable in any case. I guess it's a bit narrow. I don't know if the rules grandfathered it in or something, but it really should be improved. The staircase.
Okay.
And
And then
then the rest of it is just the architecture is okay. Just needs to be redone inside, complete inside remake.
And what about the roof on it?
Well, the roof is a steep roof, but it's never leaked. In fact, I mean, generally any flip, unless they know the roof was put on 2 years ago, they change the roof. And this one's been on there a long time. It's due to be changed.
Like 20 plus years?
Oh yeah, I've owned it since '03, and it was the same roof, and I've never had a leak in it. But obviously, it's been there for
A long time. It's
22
time.
years. Yeah, it's time for a change.
Okay.
It's got an outbuilding, a little one-car garage with a shed on the side of it. Attached. It's all a little building, and so that adds some value. Big thing is 11,001, and it's got an alley behind it for rear access, which is very nice. As a developable lot, I've designed 2 houses that own the building. It's fabulous. You do it slopes to the rear, but in a way that you can accommodate. And so your house, what I designed was a tri-level daylight basement, and with a beautiful backyard and all that good stuff. But if you had a roof deck on that, you can see through the tops of some of the Turkeys. You can see the Olympic Mountains to the west. You can see most of the Cascades, Mount Rainier to the east. And you look north, and you see all of downtown Seattle. It's up high and good. So it's got some people features, people like that. But that's only if some wealthy like you guys said, you know, this is a perfect lot for me. I'm happy to spend a little more because I want to build my
Got it.
home on it. But other than that, that's the place. The native landscape really.
It's gonna need basically everything inside and out. Like I gotta do, basically barring the structure of the house, everything else is gonna have to get done, it sounds like.
Yeah, that's right. Probably want to reside it. It's got vinyl siding, and it's shoddy. I mean, I'm sorry, but it seems today it's quite good. It works. It's a little bit fresh.
Got it. Okay.
I think. It has a slider door on one side of the road with a deck that's about 4 foot off the ground. That has to be rebuilt. And the slider door is replaced. It's a fair job. The front door also been broken in so many times. The jam's got to be rebuilt. And the new door put in. It's quite a project. The flippers tell me, I like to remodel it. I buy a house, I remodel it, and I rent it and keep it for a lot of years and stuff. So I never have gotten into a house quite so neglected as this one is. It requires a crew, it requires a plan, and you got to go in there. And the flippers say, oh, that's no problem. Bam, bam, bam. You're good at it. Okay. But it is, it's a project. So that.
Understood. Okay.
The thing that I never really thought is that it would be fair for anybody to buy this property without at least any extensive photographs. And the other thing is that it has a septic issue. The tenant.
It has a septic issue, you said?
Yeah, bless his criminal soul. He graded with a heavy upper level skid steer, graded a motorcycle jumping ramp in the way there, right over the docks and bridge it.
So there's
And he compromised.
So there's an actual ramp in the backyard for a motorcycle to do jumps on.
That's where you go. It's not there now.
That's
Another
crazy.
one now, there's other dirt. You have a trench, a couple feet deep, and then on both sides of that, you build triangles of dirt. Launch ramp, and then come down. And you have these dirt bikes on there, and you can drive the neighbors nuts. It's residential. You racing motorcycles.
Jeez.
Can you believe it? It's terrible. And the county's been doing things. The problem is, the county's up. The police in the county here are involved. They're worried about being sued by tenant organizations who are out of control completely. And so they didn't want to, first of all, they cited my property. But they ignored it thereafter because they knew I was in touch with them. I'm a landlord trying to evict this guy. He's doing all this stuff. And all of the penalties for the law come down on my ears. And they're on my side. And so they just kind of ignored it. Thank God it didn't, you know. And then the police would ignore everything. And I could tell them, look, there's some people wrecking everything out. And they ignored that. They don't want to do anything to get themselves sued by a tenant organization. That's my lead problem.
That's insane. I'm from New Jersey myself, and I've done a lot of stuff, a business up in New York with rentals. And during COVID, when they had those mandates, I'm pretty sure Seattle was similar. Like, I have some of my friends that literally got taken to the freaking cleaners just from them not being able to evict tenants and just all these tenant organizations. I don't know. It's a mess. It's like, in what world can you not pay for something and you get rewarded for that? Like, that's what does not make any sense to me. We're in a world where when you do bad stuff, you should get evicted. You should be able to get out of the property. Like, no one's able to just live for free. And that's stuff that bothers me with these organizations.
Well, I calculated it because I'm ground zero. I live on worst cases in the county. And the total, if you multiply it up, they say there's so many cases behind. There are like 700 cases behind every month. Patients. And if you add that, multiply that times 12, maybe 3 or 4 years, 5 years even. And it's been that bad that long. Well, then look at the, multiply that by the loss rate. So you take an average loss rate for an eviction of somewhere around $15,000, whatever. My case is $38,000. But the average loss rate multiplied by all those cases comes up to something in the order of like 300 million or more, 500 million. It is incredibly expensive. That's what the landlords in the 3 counties, one above Seattle, the King County here, and the Green County below. That's the amount of money landlords have been stripped of by the complete screw up of civic policy.
Yeah.
Putting the burden upon the landlord, we've lost literally hundreds of millions of dollars. And they think we're the problem.
Yeah.
So we say, look, we're here to help the private small landlord is one of your greatest friends to try to find housing.
Exactly.
Taking $300 million out of the pocket for people to renovate and buy in. One person, that's two. They have a number of houses. I don't think that's 20. He's old man. He's got more paper. He's not even running. He's not even going to hear the show. So I just like to say.
It's insane. It's freaking. It doesn't make sense because it's like, yeah. Like, landlords revitalize the communities. I know there's some slumlords out there, but your average landlord is literally providing affordable housing for these people. So it's just like, I don't know what they want.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna call him. Now that I'm one of this nightmare and my legal wrangles. This and there's another thing that our county police have put a policy in place where they will not allow an abandonment to be claimed by a landlord. If a landlord claims abandonment, which is statutory clear, they can do it with good evidence. The landlord actually does what you would call a non-judicial eviction. It's the only one I can find in my place, in the tank place. The landlord says, this place has been put the poster up. Now the tenant can object.
That's insane.
However, King County Police will not accept the statute at all, and if you claim the property is abandoned, and somebody comes screaming and found that it's not abandoned, even though the place has no water, no power, no septic, no furniture, no beds, rotten food, rats in it, open, they claim it wasn't abandoned. The police give it back to them.
That's insane.
Just unbelievable.
And the worst part is let's say that you can't evict your tenants. It's taken you 2 years to finally get these tenants out. What happens if you didn't have reserves to pay taxes? The county's still going to foreclose on you. That's like the worst part about the entire equation to me. So now you're at risk of losing your house, but they want to help you evict your tenants. They won't do anything for you, but yet you have to pay your property taxes. Those are the things that just drive me crazy.
It is. And I want to find a way to make this an issue with the county.
It needs to be brought up in many different states. I think they're starting to fix it. I think Michigan just did a law change. I got to go look into it a little bit further, but I'm pretty sure they just changed something that gets rid of the squatters' rights and all those crazy laws that they had before. Because like Jersey, New York, you could literally claim you're a squatter and now you have rights to the house apparently. Like it's crazy.
Right. Same you. If you can catch them within a day or two, the police will evict them as a trespasser. If they've been there for a month, good luck.
That's the craziest part. We had a house in Nutley, New Jersey it was a brother that was squatting. That it was like the two brothers inherited, well, not inherited yet, but they were in charge of the power attorney for the dad. He was in a nursing home. And the one was just taking advantage of the dad, like just not paying anything, not helping out, and just literally became a squatter. So the day we closed on the property in New Jersey, he was considered a trespasser, and that's how we got him out. It was like the easiest thing I've ever been involved in.
How could you consider him a trespasser just because you bought the property?
I guess because we brought the property and he had no rights to it any longer, so the state of New Jersey considered him a trespasser.
Wonderful. Well, I wonder if that was true here, and I didn't know if it was bought the property in that.
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you can do it like that. Like I've bought houses with obviously this one, so I bought them with squatters before. But it just I know it's state by state. I don't know if every state works like that. I learned that on this deal in New Jersey. I didn't even know it was like that in New Jersey. But I don't know if it's like situation by situation either, and maybe it just depends on the judge. And we just got lucky with my partner's attorney. Yeah, I know it was like one court date and that was it, and they were out.
My relationship with the police was the nice ones that I meet on the beat there, doing evictions and legal, kept those guys out. They're all on my side, and they say, I don't know when you're going to apply the property. I'd never be a landlord in the state of Washington. Never. I've either Oregon or Nevada or there's laws. I'd never be a landlord here.
Yeah, that's why I'm not looking at this as a hold, if I'm being honest with you. Like if I was gonna hold on to this, it would have to be you give me this for $1 and maybe I'll deal with it. You know what I mean? Like I'd rather do it. all the holds that I will ever have are going to be. I'm not big into politics, but they're all going to be in red states, or at least landlord-friendly states, we'll call it. But it seems like all the red ones are the landlord-friendly ones. So like Texas, all of Georgia, Florida, those are the states that like it's just so much easier to deal with the courts and everything.
I think we're going to have a rebound here. I don't know, but I think there will be a rebound because it's gotten to be just too severe, too serious.
Definitely. Well, I'm
They
seeing
rewrote the landlord tenant laws that are in place here just in the last couple of years. And I've been through it completely. What? And you know, I want to go to the state and say, look, hire me for 1 year, give me $100,000. That's not a high wage for 1 year. Give me $100,000. I will rewrite the landlord tenant laws to make sense. So there are no contradictions, ambiguities, you know, and it's fair to everybody.
that's what maybe you got to step up and do that because someone has to do it. I mean, it's like it's time.
Yeah. There is one law in it that I read it thoroughly. I really understand. I said, this thing says it clearly. There's no way to interpret it any other way. If a policeman is called to a house where there's somebody in there, an ex-tenant rented sometime in the previous year, and it's not on, they come back there, or a squatter. 2 in the morning, the squatter or the ex-tenant has to have all their paperwork to prove they're supposed to be there. But if they don't, then they can go get somewhere else. The landlord is standing there at 2 in the morning in pajamas, maybe not pajamas because it's not his house, but he's standing there. He has to have documents that prove that this person there was not a tenant in the last 12 months. And things like this. It is him. If you run the scenario through your head, the landlord gets up in the middle of the night with this emergency call. And he has to grab a briefcase with all the proper paper to go convince the police this guy is illegal.
That is insane.
It is. It was impossible to execute. In other words, no police. The policeman would have to sit there till noon the next day, waiting for the landlord, the tenant rather, squatter, to go somewhere in the city, wherever, and fetch some paperwork that he might have stashed and come back. It didn't make any sense at all. Ludicrous.
They make the laws so that you just won't do it. I think that's what they want you to figure it out, you and the tenant or something. It's ridiculous.
Well, it is. But the basic thing is that the landlord actually owns that property. He has the right to it. And when somebody is doing something nefarious or off like that, they should be gone.
100%.
No question.
It should be one phone call, cops show up, and they change the locks, and that's it. Like there shouldn't even be a debate about like you haven't paid rent in 6 months, but you're allowed to stay. Where if you do that and it's on your credit, like you missed 6 months of mortgage payments, the bank's gonna start foreclosing on you. But you could do that as a tenant. That's what doesn't make sense. Yeah.
Well, as I said, justice is not a zero-sum game. That's what they've done with this year. And meaning the landlord, the tenant gets it all. The landlord gets nothing.
100%. It's like they want to dissuade people from investing in their states, and then it's like they wonder why properties aren't getting fixed up, towns are going to crap. Like it's not helping anybody. That's what they don't understand. They think we're the hedge funds, and that's why we're the problem. Because I do get that problem, but we're not hedge funds here. Most of us are just local investors, small guys, and we're just trying to set up our retirement good and be done from there.
That's right. And most of the landlords that have the problem are not the big boys, because they have a whole staff that handles this.
Yeah.
On top of it, and they have lawyers that follow up. But most of the landlords are being realized.
Exactly.
They're small people, retired people with anywhere from 2 to 10, maybe 20 rentals at the most. 20 or big player in the small market. I had
They really do things like that, and it's insane. Because I'd say the average landlord I meet isn't a slumlord. They're few and far between, and there should be laws to protect against that. That I agree with, but there shouldn't be laws to protect against if you don't pay, you get to stay. Like that just doesn't. There's no world that makes sense, or that helps anyone, and it doesn't help the tenant either because they're not now as a human. They're not working towards anything. If they know they can stay here for another year or two for free, they don't got to go get a job. They don't have to try to fix their situation, and that just enables them to do worse. That's the worst part about it. But let me give me about 30 seconds to a minute. Let me just check with my team really quick. They've been underwriting the deal as we've been sitting here. Let me just see where we got to be for an offer. I think we could be coming in around that ballpark. I think we could get this done. But let me just check with them and I'll see what we could do. So just give me literally like a minute. Yeah, I'm just gonna put you on a quick hold. Okay, thank you, Paul. All right, guys. Fuck tenants, right?
He's trash, man. Let's make him.
Send over the address.
I got you. So I think I'm good. He wants it at 3. He has an offer at 350. I basically have to beat that offer to get the deal. I think I can sell this for 370. It's going to be a tight one for a flipper, but it also is zoned apparently to build 6 units on it. Or you can build another house that's like a 0.28 acre lot. And it's in Seattle. The lowest cash comp that's ever sold was kind of fixed up, but it sold for 440. So I'm not saying we're selling ours for 440. We're probably going to sell it for 370. But I'm going to come in at 350 to 353 and see if we can get him like that.
Let's get it.
Okay, you still there, Bo?
I'm here.
Okay. So looking at the numbers, I see what you're saying. It sounds like on the back end, if we kept it as is, like meaning like just kept the square footage, did a full level listing, it's probably worth about 550, 555, what every home in your area is selling for retail. It's probably going to be about 60, 70, maybe 80 worth of work. And I'm sure you know that you've been in the business longer than I have, so you definitely know the rehab side of it. We can get this done in about 30 to 60 days. The only reason it would ever take 60 is if there's any title issues. Usually we could close in about 3 to 4 weeks on something like this. So for us to get this done, we'd be coming in. I want to beat that 350. I could probably be around 353.
You're welcome to submit the offer. I want you to be absolutely certain of what you're saying. That is what you know, your figures are right. I don't want you to get screwed either.
No, and I appreciate that. I'm confident at the 353. Like it's call it 350, but the extra $3,000 will never kill a deal for me. Like if I'm off, it's usually like I'm 20, 30 off. I'm not $3,000 off. But just looking at the numbers, looking at my calculator, everything we'd have to do, like unless I literally have to rebuild a new house there, that's probably the only reason that I wouldn't be able to be at the 353. As long as I could keep the structure that's there and just fully do the foundation work, put the roof on, gut it out, do everything like that, 353, I'm confident at that number. Like I could send you a purchase agreement on it. We go over it and get the process started today at that number.
Can he close it?
Well, I know your game too, which I respect. But it's hard for me to just give you some kind of definitive answer. I got my wife to talk to and everything else. And I've got the other guys who are probably as well, still coming in with their bids and what it's going to be. I'm waiting until the end of next week. I'd like to, I am thinking in my mind right now that I'm giving myself the time until the end of next week before I make a sales decision.
And what's the reason you're giving it that time? Because obviously me and you both know the market, and we both know what investors are going to pay. So like, are you basically trying to see if you could get like a bidding war kind of situation, see if you could bid it up to like that 375? Or is it just you just want to make sure you're going with whoever's the one that's actually going to get this done for you and you don't have to deal with it anymore?
Well, you're not the only one who said I'm going to get a bid in tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, I'll get you a contract today, like right now. I could send it over within the next 5 minutes. It's just we gotta, as long as we're in agreement. Like if you're good at the 353, you know we'll actually get this done for you. I mean, it's a one-page agreement. This would just be to get the process started, and then I will know within the next week or so that we're 100% good to go once we send the contractors and confirm it's not a teardown. And then as long as it's not, I could be the one to get this done for you and hopefully make this the simplest process you've ever had to deal with after dealing with that stupid tenant stuff.
Yeah. Well, go ahead. I mean, that's what I've been doing. Yeah, send it over.
What's your email?
The email is
Wait, 1 second. Let me just pull up the right place to put it in.
that's right.
You don't even remotely sound like you're even 70, if I'm being honest with you. That's great. So how long have you been investing for?
I bought my first house when I was 24.
Oh my God, okay.
5 years.
And then what gave you the ability to be able to do that at 24?
Somebody was somebody was doing an estate sale. I bought 2 houses on a couple acres of land, and then I sold it for more than double what I paid for it. But even then, it was one of the dumber things I did in my life. I didn't know what I was doing because I could have held it and developed the property 10 years later for $8.
Really? So but that was everybody that I've ever spoken with that's a real investor, their biggest regret isn't where they bought it at, it's what they sold.
Yeah.
And that shows me as a newer investor. I've only been doing this 5 years. That shows me I gotta not sell anything once we get them down. That definitely shows me that. But Paul, give me literally 1 minute. Let me just draft this up. I just want to go over it with you just so you know what's in here, and then we'll see if we can get everything rolling from there.
I do have to go pretty quickly. My wife is begging me. We're going to run up uptown to get some work done.
Do you have another like 2-3 minutes? Because it is just one page.
Well, go ahead.
Okay, I'll be as quick as I can. I literally just have to fill in the bubbles, and then it'll be right over.
We're gonna have to do a class on how to fill this thing out while you're talking to folks.
I know my problem is how it's going to be. I'm going fast like that.
Oh yeah, he really does gotta go, guys. I feel bad, but we're gonna do what we gotta do.
Better hurry up.
Wait, what's good? I did not have you guys in my ears.
I said we're gonna have to do a class on how to fill this out while you talk to people.
Yeah, bro, that's such a good idea.
Dude, I come from HR. We had to take notes on everything while we talk to a person on doing an interview with them. It's literally the whole job.
This is why you guys need yourselves a Nelson.
I just lit Louis Morales up over there. He's about to go. He's about to get 2 deals back to back under contract on y'all boys. The competition is on.
Well, we can't close like me though. That's the issue.
I'm making internal. I'm causing internal strife.
Hold on, let me unmute myself here. I mean, I
The
know we're
fuck you
live
say?
and on Yeah.
Let me hit it. Hold on. Okay, Paul. It should be in your email. It should be coming from Joseph Bibbo via DocuSign.
Well, the other thing I'd like, these DocuSign things, until you sign it, you can't print it down. And I would like you, if you could please, to send me a PDF of it so I can print it down. And my wife and I can read it while we're going to town or something.
I could send it like that. I'll just send a blank. So I sent the DocuSign that's like everything filled in, and then if it's okay with you, I'll just send like a boilerplate blank copy of the purchase agreement, just so you could see all the terms in there. And then the only thing that got filled in is just like the address, the legal description, your name, the date, the amount of days of the contract, and title. That's it.
Yeah, that's another thing I totally forgot. I don't own the property.
Say it again.
Look, the property is owned by our trust.
Oh, okay.
Trust. My wife and I own it in trust. And so technically speaking, don't lie, I don't own the property. But I am a co-trustee of the trust that does own the property.
Okay. I mean, as long as you're a trustee of the trust and you have the rights to sign for it, then that's easy. We just deal with that with title.
Any final document has to have my wife and I both on it as co-trustees of the Shelburne Key of a Family Trust.
Okay.
But that's later.
So are you the only signer for it then, or does your wife also have to sign then?
She has to sign too in the final document. Any documents we sign,
You both have
only
to.
the trust, we have to both sign,
Okay.
which is a trust.
Okay. So I'll get that edited then to add her in there, and then it'll just go to your email. Is it easier if it goes to your email, or would it be better if it went to hers?
No, my email.
Okay. And what's her
I've never
name?
owned it. You can, the KH is what English people have used as a letter to represent the Russian sound, which is like an H, a rough guttural H. Key. And people just say Kika with a K. Kika.
Kika. Okay. The Russian language is very difficult.
Yeah, tell me.
Does she speak it as well?
Oh, she's fluent in it. She speaks Russian.
Oh wow. I think I have some Russian blood in me, but the only ties I have to anything Russian is I used to go to a Russian banya probably about 5 times a week. It's like a sauna, steam room, cold plunge type of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever done it, but it's a cultural shock, but it's very fun.
Yeah, that's Russians love their violence.
Definitely.
I'm kind of an ethnographer, so I study cultures. It's a hobby, it's a great interest. Read all the history and figure out where the people came from, where they're going, and why they are the way they are.
Oh yeah.
That's like the whole. I can tell you one thing. If you ever had that experience, you have a real clear understanding of how cultures come to be, how they come to exist, and you also learn immediately that all cultures are not created equal. Some
This
are
guy
better than
went from
others.
having to go to having to give a history lesson.
Quality of life that people under that live under that culture.
You better get this contract signed
That's
with him and his
crazy.
trustees.
Cultures don't just happen. They're created by men. Almost 100% by men. The warlords, the dictators, the czars, the conquerors, they're all men. And they create the laws and the governments to live in systems by which people live, how people live. And that was first in the Middle East, and we got Muhammad.
El almuerzo está listo, amor. Cuando quiera caliente.
With Islam. But those cultures are all created by men. And they're either successful or they're failures or something unusual. And you can see it when you live in them.
Yeah, it's very interesting how all the different cultures work. It's insane. There's different customs you got to get used to and all that stuff.
Yeah, and then most people, when they don't know, they think culture is art, music, mostly art and music, literature, dance, maybe a sport or two. That's what I call the culture of light.
Yes.
Culture heavy is form of government, form of leadership, the way a society is structured politically. That's culture heavy.
Definitely. The way that they treat their spouses, all that stuff.
Yeah, right. Those things are the heavy part that can make or break the quality of culture, and it can go on for hundreds of years. The light stuff, music, the dance, the art, nobody, that's wonderful. It's right around the world. Everybody, variety is much alike. But the other elements, no one is spread them all around the world because they're not all good. So when they're very damaging. This is where you run into problems with the mixture of things like all race, for example. All race means you are culturally as a race, it's a genetic condition. But if that race happens to have been brought up in a culture which believes that all women have to stand on their heads before their husbands, then you have a problem. Because not only is that a cultural, a destructive cultural condition brought into another culture, yet also because people are very smart and they look at that person and they associate it with race. It's a and so you get a lot of confusions of I won't say this, people are confused of what they're really looking at and what they really should be concerned about because of that.
Definitely.
I think
You gotta pull him back in, guys.
perfect opportunity.
Don't want to be like rude and humble him.
What happened?
You gotta reel him back in.
And be built. New laws, new systems throughout. And they completely blew it because they had no history.
You just gotta hit him with the, well, hey, I want to respect your time because I know you said you gotta go. Sign this paper.
Basically, like, oh, I gotta go.
The Russian idea of leadership is absolute.
I actually have to go at 12. I've got a meeting then. So,
Exactly.
Louis, did you get those leads?
Yes, sir.
All right. Those came in through our meta ad. So hopefully there's something there for you, brother. And hopefully you can do something with them. I'll follow up with you on it and see how it goes. But they raised their hands, so let's help them out.
Yes, sir. I'll get on him right away. It sounds like I don't know if Joey has this in his ear. I don't want to interrupt him here, but it sounds like the house was newer, so it might be a sub 2, and I actually have a buyer right in Antonio sub 2.
Exactly.
All right. Well, I gotta hop off, fellas.
No, that's what it is.
In a meeting. I'll hit y'all boys back. See if you're here after I get out.
Definitely. And are you able to
Were you,
open
hey,
up the
Nelson, were you able
document
to get
really quick, just
into
so we
my
could at
Go High
least read
Level?
over it? It'll take about a
Were you
minute.
able to
Yeah,
get in
I
there?
was, but I know nothing about high level, like how to use it. But I was able to get in there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
I'll link with you tomorrow and see how we can
Okay.
best set
Could
it
I
up.
circle back when you guys get back then? In
Sounds
like
good,
a
bro.
couple hours or something?
All right,
Would
y'all
that
take
be
care.
okay?
Yeah.
But right now, I just gotta get out of here.
No, go do your guys' thing and go enjoy the day too. And then what time would be good to circle back, do you think?
So, 3, 4 o'clock later in the afternoon. But you'll be going back.
No, I'll still be up. we're actually going to I'm going to feed some homeless people this evening around 6:45. So as long as it's before then my time, I'm good.
Yeah, right now, my time is 10 minutes to 10 o'clock.
Okay. So basically 5, 6 my time, you should be good.
All right.
Okay. So I'll circle back a little bit later, and if we can't touch base today, I'll touch base tomorrow, and hopefully we can get this done together.
Well, that's, keep it going. I eventually I just want to get the whole problem done. But, I've got to do it with a full view of all my options.
100%. I completely get that. So I'm sure we're gonna work it out one way or another, Paul. But we'll get it figured out.
All right. Thank you very much. I got to get your name again.
Joey Bibbo. I'll send you a text with it too, just so you have it.
Yeah, put it somewhere in one of your documents.
Definitely.
All right.
Okay,
And
Paul.
another one. Wish you luck.
Thank you. Same with you, brother. We will talk soon.
All right. Take care.
Okay, take care. All the best. Bye bye. Sometimes you gotta massage until you get the money. That guy we knew wasn't gonna sign that call. He ain't
Because
ready
I
to
looked
make
at
the. What happened?
I looked at title and I didn't recognize the name on title. So, but he's Russian, so maybe that's why.
No, his wife's Russian. But
Did
yeah,
you see
that one would
the
be-
owner?
The owner's him. Like his name's right on PropStream, but he said they put it in a trust.
Oh, okay.
Did I put the no? I didn't put the right address, bro. My bad. That makes
Oh,
sense.
that's what I was saying. Okay, because I was like, dude, the numbers that I have for that property are like in the 600s.
No. This is like 1,000 square foot home. The one that I sent you, I believe that was a comp. But I mean, it is
Oh,
kind
that
of
was
the
a
same
comp.
shit. Like, I mean, this thing's probably worth like 550. It was looking like if I was just doing a quick comp search, but
Between 520 and 600. Let's see what I'm getting at for numbers here for you. Get a couple.
let me find this lady. What the fuck is her name? Yo, what's
All
that
right,
realtor's
I got
name?
you. Is there any way I can get you out there? Are you local in Chicago? Understood. Understood. Yeah, no, so I get it with the rehab, but it wouldn't need, so you would want to just switch the whole structure of the property, right? Because right. Yeah. Yeah, did you ask if we have it on Investor? We do also have it on Investor.
What does that matter? What the fuck does that matter?
Yeah, but that's why I'm asking if maybe you can get out there, because we're considering
I got a name, guys. There's always realtors and communities from the double diamond. Hey, Stephanie?
Hi, Stephanie.
Ay, Dios míos.
Back. Hi,
Okay. Guys, I will be right back. Let me just grab some water.
Yep.
please leave your message for Yvette Fiorentino.
Hey Yvette, how you doing? This is Louis. You had filled out your information on our All right, that new lead did not pick up, so left her a voicemail.
What's goody?
I said I knew lead didn't pick up. I called her twice. I'm sending her a text right now.
Hmm. I didn't charge my phone last night, which is rare for me. I must have just been really tired, didn't plug it in. So I woke up and it was dead. And I had a voicemail when my phone got turned on from this seller, but it's from an 801 number, which is a Utah area code. And he's like, yeah, I got a 4-plex and a 6-plex I'd like to sell. I got your text. And I was like, what the hell? I don't know. I have no idea where that person came from. I can't find him in my phone. I can't find him in Joey's CRM. I can't find him in my CRM. I don't know when I text this dude. But I was excited because I was like, yo, a 4-plex and a 6-plex in Utah? Like, yo, you're talking. Talk to me. And he just texted me the addresses. Not in Utah. Shit.
No,
still good.
Where
Though,
they
still
at?
good. But let's see. One is in. Where's my cursor? There it is. We got one in KCK. I don't even know what that means, bro. And then one in Missouri, it looks like. What is KCK?
Is he another wholesaler?
Huh?
Is he another wholesaler?
I have no idea what he knows. I don't know where he came from.
But he called your cell phone, huh?
He called my direct line and said, I got your text. I'm giving you a call about these properties. And I'm like, brother, hell yeah, sick. Thanks for calling, but where are you coming from, brother? All right, and I don't know where this guy went.
Maybe. Right, let me try that other lead that we got here. Mary. Samoya needs to access cash. Okay. What do we got here?
Can we wholesale in Pennsylvania? Is it just Philly that we can't?
I'm not quite sure what happened with the new laws there in regards to the last few months, couple months here.
All right, okay. I'm gonna call this guy in Chicago real quick. I don't know much about Chicago.
Quite a bit in Chicago. What area is it in, or what's the zip code?
Zip code is 60827. It looks to be really just south of city center a little ways. In Dalton, maybe? Blue Island.
Yeah, no, Dalton. I was born right by there.
You were born right by there?
Yeah, born in Harvey, Illinois.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Oh, we back.
Welcome back.
We back at it like a crack addict with a bad habit.
Hey. Bars.
They got Louis out here thinking he could outclose me today. Let's see it. Let's see it.
Hey, that's Nelson throwing words out there, but you know, I'm still confident in my own ability, so let's not.
So talk
trying to
that
get some
shit.
deals closer.
I'm back at Louis like the little guy. He's like, I'm just trying to close some deals here, bro.
Oh no, I'll talk. You want me to go at it? Let's go at it.
Oh yeah, we got it, brother.
You can't be up here and not get shat on by me at least once a week.
Just
gotta give
just
it right
a
back
get
to
on.
him.
Nor can
I know,
anyone
right?
in this industry outclose me right now. That's another thing. So,
This guy.
let's see what we can do. Louis, I gotta get you. That's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna take some time away from me making money, and I'm gonna add you in the system and get you some goddamn leads. Louis, text me your email and your phone number so I don't have to even think, or just put in the private chat. So you just copy and paste it.
Yes, sir.
Louis Morales. And if you guys want to see Louis close shirtless, just put a 1 in the comments, please, or fire emoji. No close when you close it, guys. That's why Jordan doesn't close a lot. And he's muted trying to talk shit. That's the best part. Okay, tu número. Eso. Right. Next. Info, rules and permission, the user. Or you can still have you as an admin, but then you could only restrict data visibility to only assigned data, so you don't have to worry about anything else. Next. The only thing you're not gonna be able to text at all today because they're gonna have to register the number that I buy for you right now.
I'm calling from your system, Joey, too.
Mm-hmm. What the fuck did I just do?
All right, let me just finish up this other one. I just got to call the 2 that Nelson sent me. I already called the 1, but she didn't pick it up, so I'm going to call this other one.
In Salt Lake, SL Closer, I have no idea who that is on YouTube. Just typed in a 1 and a fire emoji. So Louis, take your shirt off, buddy. Let's go.
Oh, wow, really?
I don't know who the SL
I mean, I guess
Closer
if
is,
we're
but
going from the nipples, I guess if we're going from the nipples up, I'll be all right too, you know.
that's the way it has to be, bro. The second you start showing your nipples, you're weird. It's like, dude, you're trying to get his band out here. I'm getting you a Wisconsin number just because I can't.
Awesome. Are there any other decision makers on the deed that need to be here for this conversation, or is it just you?
No. It's just me.
Okay, awesome. Well, Willie, just a little bit about how my process works is I'm going to ask you a few questions about the property just to help me understand what's going on over there. And once I have all the information I need, I can get you an offer on this call. If that number makes sense for you, I can send over a purchase agreement that we can go over together. And as long as we're both good with everything in that agreement, we can get it signed. And then we will send it over to a title company who will act as a third party between us and keep you protected as the seller and me as the buyer. And then we'll pick a closing date of your choosing for you to receive the money, which title will distribute via wire transfer or certified check. Does that sound good for you? Awesome. Cool. All right. So as far as the condition of the property, Willie, what's going on over there? What's the story?
Well, the story is that I've been remodeling it, and it's got a new roof, new hot water tank, new finance, electrical is fine, the plumbing is fine, everything is good. New roof. I put it on 2 years ago. But other than that, everything is good.
Okay, awesome. How is the foundation and the overall structure?
It's good.
Okay, perfect. And you said you got a new roof there in about the past 2 years. Electrical and plumbing is good. And you said you've been doing some remodeling. Have you updated the kitchen or the bathrooms?
That's what I just said.
Louis, you should have an email.
Yeah, you're working on one of the bathrooms. How's the kitchen?
The kitchen is fine.
Okay. And is this property on public water and sewer?
Yes, I mean, I don't really know what you mean by that, but it's got to raise the water system from the city.
Yes. Yeah, that's just what I'm wondering. Just making sure it's not on a well or a septic tank or anything like that. Okay. Okay, cool. Well, assuming we can agree on a price here, Willie, what timeline are you looking to get this closed in?
As soon as possible.
Okay, I hear you. Typically, we work on about a 30 to 60 day timeline. Would that work for you?
I would hope we can do it earlier than that.
What's that?
I would like to do it sooner than that if I'm the seller.
Okay. All right. We'll do our best to make it happen as quickly as possible. I think I'd need at least 30 days. And with the 30-day agreement, we always try to emphasize closing as close to day like 2021 as possible. But I would need at least the 30 days on the contract. Now, before I go and dive into the neighborhood here and take a deep look at the numbers, I am just wondering, and mainly because I'm just a curious man, what's the reason you're looking to sell this property right now?
I'm actually just getting ready to move to another state.
Okay. Moving out of state. You got a job or a family?
No, I own some land in another state.
Okay. Just kind of time for a change of scenery?
Just ready to move around a little bit, that's all.
I hear you. I hear you. I love it. All right. Well, Willie, I do appreciate all the information you've given me on this home. If you can give me about 3 to 5 minutes, I'm just going to place you on a brief hold. I'm going to go ahead and dive into the numbers here, and I will come right back to you and let you know where I can be at as far as a price on this for you. Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. I'll be right back.
Some guy named Joey Bibbo went in the comments and he said, "What's got you moving out of state?" Is a question you probably should ask there. And then I don't know who Joey Bibbo is, but then he also said, "Open-ended questions. You're closed-ended right now." This guy's very critical of you. But with that being said, you were feeding him answers instead of asking the open-ended questions. I think you have a limiting belief that you think when you ask somebody what's the reason you're looking to sell, that they're going to be like offended and be like, "Why do you care?" So you preface it on every call. I've noticed this now. You say, "I'm just asking because I'm a curious man. Why are you looking to sell?" Just ask him, "What's the reason you're looking to sell?" And then instead of feeding him something, like he's like, "I'm moving out of state." You're like, "Oh, is it family or is it this?" Just be like, "Well, what's got you moving out of state?" Just straight open-ended. And then shut up and let him talk, and I promise you would open him up right there.
Yeah, I hear you.
He's sitting here trying to think, why the fuck is Jordan a curious man? That's all he's been thinking for the last 5 minutes now.
Mm-hmm. Good, as long as he's thinking about me, bro.
Of course you say that.
I ain't got shit for comps on this, bro. I'm gonna hop into Privy real quick.
Instagram's down again.
Yeah, I got that notice earlier. Yo, check this out. See what you can find on this.
Can we just talk about the fact that we're already at the goal, basically? We got like 30 more grand to hit it, and we've hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a double on Instagram. All right, what do you need?
Check out this address. I put it in the private chat.
What's he asking?
75K.
Mm.
But I don't have much on PropStream. I have like 3 comps and they're all from last year.
17K.
I'm
You bought
seeing that
this for $7 grand in 09.
Mm-hmm.
And this area has obviously not came up since he's bought it.
Yeah, not really.
I mean, the highest comp over here, it's 212, but it's an apartment, so you can't even count that as a duplex. But 160 is probably the ARV. And then if I go on the cash counts, there's one that sold.
Right.
The one that sold for 17K is probably the comp. That was a public record one, so you're probably gonna have to be somewhere around there. I want to say.
Around 17,000.
Yeah, most likely. What's the condition of it?
Good. He's been
Is it
remodeling
rented,
it.
not rented?
Oh dang, you know what? That's a good question. I didn't even ask that.
There's some things that probably need to know.
Yeah, that is important.
I'd like to say so.
I'm gonna ask him real quick. Hey, Willie, thank you for holding for me, sir. Are you still there with me?
This one sold for 52 to an investor. And this one,
You there with me, Willie?
it was across the river there.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Sorry, I just had a real quick question. Is this property currently vacant?
Yeah, it's back to point right now, yeah.
Okay, it's vacant right now. Okay, awesome. All right, cool. Thank you. Give me just a couple more minutes. I'll be right back with you.
You probably got to be at like, I don't know, there's this one that sold for 52, but it was in the other neighborhood across the way. So I don't want to like bank on that. But it was, let me see, this is how I know.
And it's a 4-2, by the way. I think the records show. Oh, I guess I'm
This
privy.
was a little bit of a nicer area though. Yeah. We are in a way shittier area. You probably got to be at like 20, 30 grand. I think honestly 30 grand's the MAO here.
Damn. All right.
Yes, sir. I'm still trying to hit 250 by myself, and I think we probably will. But yes, it's a total combined of 250K between the two of us. Jordan's at 80, and I'm at 222.5 minus 80. $142.5. So we got 100 grand that needs to get assigned for me to hit it. But fuck, if we hit this thing as a whole, I ain't gonna be upset.
You don't feel like we could be like around 50?
50. No, I think 50 you're tripping. I think literally 30 is like MAO, because if you look at this neighborhood, bro, this is a really bad part of Chicago. The neighborhood that the ones sold for 50, those one, it's literally a night and day different neighborhood. Like it's an actual nice neighborhood. So you couldn't even try to use those other comps. ARV, yeah, dude, I'm telling you, like 20, 30 grand is what's gonna get it done. As much as I know you want to be higher. I mean, bro, 5-2 multifamily sold for 100 grand over here, like twice the size of our house, and then that's the only crib that sold.
All right, Willie, thank you for holding for me, sure. I appreciate your patience. All right. So after taking a look around the neighborhood and kind of seeing what everything is selling for in the area, I know you've done a lot of work to the property. And so I'm probably not going to have to come in and spend a whole lot, but I'll probably finish the remodel that you've been doing. And after I spend that money and time getting that done, I think realistically I can come in right around about 30,000 cash for the property.
Yes.
The land is worth that.
No, it's not. Not in this area. Not even close. The land is actually worth.
So
The
that
land is worth
the land is worth
4,900.
that.
The land value is 2,400.
You can knock it down and build 2 or 3 houses.
No, the county
Yeah.
has it at 20. Tell them the land value. I'll tell you the
It
exact
looks
number. The land
like
value
land
is
value
2,450.
as far as the tax
2,400.
assessment, about 24,000.
100. 2,400.
Yeah, it looks like
The land value
Yeah,
in this
the-
area is 2,400, not
the
24,000.
land value is just. I don't think it's more than 30,000.
It's 2,400. Tell them that. I promise.
2,400 on the records that I'm seeing
There
here.
you go. Drop it on.
I wouldn't sell it for 30. I ain't gonna even waste your time on that.
How close can you get to that 30, brother? Because realistically,
No, I hear you. I hear you.
this
I know
area
you're
is
wanting
not
to
the greatest in
75.
Chicago.
I got a Section 8 tenant is waiting for me to come out of there. And their voucher pays $2,600 a month, 17 to $2,600 a month. So it wouldn't be to you. And the property is ready. I just gotta finish the bathroom and stuff off. It just wouldn't make sense for me to show it for them.
Okay, I hear you. Well, how close do you think you could get to that 30,000?
That's less than half what I asked for. That ain't gonna even work. I might
Yeah, but it's not worth 70.
a number between 60 and 50, but not under 50. I don't do it under 50.
So even if I could be at 35, we couldn't get a deal done? Just say it like that. Say it like that.
I hear you. So if I could
Even
come
if-
up to maybe 30,
We still couldn't get a deal
It ain't
done?
gonna work. It ain't gonna work. I mean,
Because
we
you go
wasting
negative.
both time.
You
You
go
know,
positive.
I'm trying to get ready for the holiday, and I know we're nowhere.
This is a follow
There
up.
ain't
Put
no
them
work
as a
for
follow
the
up and tell them.
Ain't no sense to
Look,
be
I get
wasting your time on that. I just can't do it.
I hear you. What's the best number you think you could do?
If we covered everything,
We'll cover the closing
That's
costs,
the number.
and the number that you and I agree on is the number that you will walk
Amen.
away from title with at closing. We'll take care
As
of
long as
closing
there's no
costs, and
liens.
there's no commissions or fees that you have to worry about. We'll take care of all of that. So yeah, with that being said, what do you think?
Give me 57. Give me
57?
57.
57.
No, I can't. So slow. Sorry.
Yes.
Thank you. Come again.
I mean, even if you just
Bro, there's like a fucking warehouse next to his property. Like, he's like actually not in a good area. Like, I'm not trying to be like subjective here, but
Yeah,
all I
no,
gotta
I
say
hear
is we
you.
locked
I
it up
mean,
for 57
the
cents.
Section 8
My
tenant is
municipal
just
team.
kind
We
of
ain't
sitting
selling
there
that
right now.
shit.
Makes it difficult to want to take an offer below what you're looking to get. I'm just saying that Section 8 tenant right there that's waiting to pay you, you said $2,600 a month. I understand why that would kind of make you feel hesitant to take something below your asking price. At the $57,000, I do think I'm still a little bit too high for cash. I mean, if you'd potentially let me make payments to you over time for that amount, I could probably get closer to that number. But if I'm just coming in straight cash, I'm gonna have to be around that 35,000. Would you entertain the idea of carrying a note?
Yeah, I could possibly do that.
So if I could be at that 57, let's do it as a note, and I'll get you.
And I could possibly
then I
put
can
you
do
a
it.
tenant in there that will
Pay that note.
give you money.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm interested in that. We could talk about that. If I could do the 57,000, we do it, let's say over 30 years, we make payments to you every month. I think I'd be interested in that.
Don't say the fucking word interest. So is that something I could get written up? We can agree on that?
Okay.
You put the paperwork together.
Okay.
So if I
Yeah,
can do the whole
that. I
thing
can
in
get started
payments,
on
you'd
the
be happy with
paperwork.
that?
Let me snag a good email from you real quick. I'll throw it in my notes here. I'll get started on the paperwork. I'll get it sent over to you, and we can go over the agreement together. And we can get this going today.
Nerd.
All right, man.
All right. What's a good email for?
There you go. I was gonna mute you myself. So while he's getting the email, I'll answer what Luke said if I have time. Luke said land/tax assessment does not equal value. Yes, it does, Luke. That doesn't mean that's what I'm physically going to sell it for, but that means that is what the county analyzed the land. They had their appraisers go in, and that's what they appraised it at. So it does have some merit. I never go off county or tax value when I'm doing my underwriting, but if this guy's telling me land value is 30 grand and the land value on the tax assessments is saying 2,500, he's like, it ain't worth 30 grand. There's no world that I can go and try to sell this thing for 30 grand if it was a lot and think that, like, logically, with it being at a 2,500 assessment value, that I could sell it for 30 grand. Like, that just, usually if they're assessing it that low, it's because land has sold that low in the area. And that's why that's low.
Where did you get that assessment from? I'm just looking at PropStream.
That's where I go, just PropStream, because like everyone's always like, "Oh, well, the land's worth fucking more than that," and it's like, no, it's worth. It says right here, the total assessed value for your fucking land is $2,450. The total assessed value with your house there is $4,900. Like,
so what's the difference between assessed land value and market land value?
I mean, market land value is like what it's actually selling for, right? So like a assessed land value is like, okay, this is the county did their appraisal and this is what they think it's worth. Market land value is like, this is what land actually has sold for in the area. But one, there's no land that's ever sold in this area. And two, no, there is. There's one sale that happened. This was number 10. That was vacant land. Let's see what it sold for, because it might not even actually happened. Let me get off of cash. Put more vacant land. Yeah, there's one parcel of land that's ever sold over here. It don't even say what it sold for. But yeah.
Well, I'm gonna type up a contract.
If ARV is 160 on a fully fixed up home, land value ain't anything more than 5 grand, 10 grand. Like that much.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna take this and I'll mute myself.
All right. I'm gonna send him a contract with just 0 down, 0 interest,
Jessica?
30 years.
Yeah.
That's what we'll do, chat. We didn't really discuss those details, but we'll just send it and see if he brings it up or if he'll just sign it.
I have never talked to anybody about my property, and I am not selling it.
Mm-hmm.
My bad. Don't you worry, you're in the archives now.
The archives, that's hilarious.
I wish Louis was here so he could answer this too, because he's been a realtor for like 20 fucking years, and he's probably sold more land than both of us combined. Oh, wait. Oh.
That
Louis, does
it's like, I'm bringing
what's
it
the
in.
difference
Not
with
bringing it
tax
in.
assessment on lands and like actual value of land? Like, will the tax assessment have any relevance in the value of the land?
So you're asking the wrong person on that one. I really don't know on that.
I gotta
I
bring
handed off my
Bhaskar
land to a
one day
couple
then.
other land. Yeah, you get Bhaskar here because Bhaskar knows or Eloy Choi. He's a really good land guy as well. Or actually, you know what? You're friends with.
Oh, Jason.
Nice. That's a lot. $60 for garbage cans. Golly.
We said 15 a can. She was 20 a can.
Let me check
W.
on my guy again. He fucking just didn't answer me. What was yesterday? Mauricio. I want to try him one more time. I mean.
I'm sorry.
When y'all are typing a seller finance offer, what verbiage do you use? I feel like I know. Well, let me ask this a better question. What terms do I need to specify? Purchase price, length of note. Leave it at that.
Hey Jordan, did you find your guy? Because I found your guy that left you that message.
You did? What you mean?
His name is. Oh, here, I'll put it in the chat.
Jim?
Yeah, that's it.
That's crazy. You found him in Investor Plug, the system?
Yeah. He's one of the first ones up top, so I'm assuming that's based on them communicating with you. Joe, you said this number won't let me do any. They won't let me text or anything. Or let me call them.
Wait, say that again? Yeah, that's
The
an
number that you
issue.
assigned to me.
You can't call on it right now because it's getting fucking TCPA verified. It takes like 24 hours. So just toggle the number to my number. My number is 806 number, a 557 number.
Oh, the 806. Got you. So the Santiago number.
We had a surprise guest in here too again.
Oh no, I got it, Joey. Okay, I see you. All right.
Anybody make any money while I was gone?
We're Working on a contract right now.
Did you get that old man side, Joey?
No.
Bees like that. Louis, did you get any bees on the phone?
Oh, I called them twice, left them voicemails, and sent them a text message.
Awesome.
And then I'll call them this evening as well. Again, I'll just keep doing it until I get in contact with them.
I just gotta look this guy up. Guys, we're projected to have 100K net month this month with all the closings we have scheduled, but we have 15K that me and Jordan have had under contract. We're assigned for fucking 3 months now that we have to deal with title bullshit with, so that's a nifty one. And then, well, 7,500 is a 50-50 JV, and then we have fucking 15K, that's another iffy one. So we got to get 2 more deals assigned the next week, guys. If I get 2 more deals assigned for what is 15,000 plus 7,500? 22.5. All we need is 22,500 in assignments, and one will be at the challenge, I think, from there, right? We'll be $5,000 away from the challenge, so we have 2 goals that have to get hit. We got to fucking.
Hey, Willie. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for your patience. I'm just finishing up the purchase agreement now. I will be sending that over to your email in about 2 minutes. Okay. All right. Thanks for your patience.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to get the class on how to do the agreement and type at the same time. I'm gonna teach it on Mondays.
Gonna teach it on Mondays in the community.
Yo, I'm gonna just send this guy an agreement that says purchase price $57K, 30-year note, 160 a month. See if he signs.
You don't want to talk to him about it or what?
No, we have.
Wait, what are you doing?
He said he agreed to the $57,000 over 30 years, but like I didn't get into down payment or interest or balloon or anything like that.
So
But he
it's
also didn't bring it
50. So he's gonna get $160 a month for the next 30 years.
Yep.
I would even give him 60 grand divided by 360. Keep it 166 a month and do it like that and see if he budges.
You think I should do 60 instead of 57?
Hey, he's not gonna be mad about more money.
Because then if he's like, oh, well, what about interest? Well, what do you mean? My offer was 30 grand. I think the highest I can do is 35 grand. I'm giving you basically 25 grand of interest only payments built into the property. Because if it's cash, it's only worth 30, 35 grand. And that's a fact. Jordan, you got to stop being afraid of just telling them the facts, my brother. You're trying to please these people too much. You got to just be like, look, brother, their shit ain't worth no 50 grand, 70 grand.
Nope,
80 grand.
that ain't happening. That ain't happening. He said 57, yes. Why would I type it up at 60? But I get what you're saying.
I like
Do it
to
at 60.
no, do it at
Don't even
57
listen
and
to
then come up to 60. Do your thing. I'm not the closer here. I'm just the spectator. So
He's a
I don't know how
backseat
the
driver.
closer is.
He is. We gotta love a backseat driver, bro.
Okay. I'm a professional opener. He's a backseat driver.
That's it.
All right, Willie. Thank you for holding for me. You got access to your email right now? I should be coming over in about 30 seconds.
Everybody didn't need it to get the new iPhone 15 so long. Hold up.
contract signed. I certainly hope so. Because if you do, me and Jordan are about to own a fucking shitbox property in Chicago right next to a warehouse.
Well, Rocket Mortgage, is that you?
No, let's see. It should be coming from a Jordan Holt via DocuSign. Should see it in your inbox in maybe 5-10 seconds. You want to refresh? Are you able to find that in the inbox?
Your Yahoo email?
No, it's an AOL, but I feel like I do have problems with that too sometimes.
Oh, bro. Let's get it. We're getting this addendum signed today, finally.
Last thing I got was
Hey Joey, as the leads are coming into the system here and people are replying, who gets what on these?
You gotta get us. I didn't assign anything to you yet. That's the only thing I forgot to do. So, hold on. Can you see every lead that's in the system right now, though?
Yeah.
You got it right. JACKS7. JACKS7.
Which is fine. I need to know how. I see it
No, I'm
assigned
gonna
to
help
right
you
here.
get organized,
Yes,
bro.
sir.
I just gotta change it from admin to user, and then it does everything I needed to do. Okay.
Make sure that I have.
All right, now I'm gonna assign a bunch to you.
I'm gonna just press the resend button here.
Oh yeah, put it.
And you check your spam folder by chance?
This guy's ready to sell.
So you have the AI running as well?
It's more of the. It's less of the AI and more of the other.
All right, it just
more of
resends
the
again
text
from my end.
campaigns.
And
okay. This is purchase agreement financial shopping. You go back to my statement. No, it's still at the same shit. You go to the bottom and ship it up for snail. Hey, George Holt.
yes, sir, that's me.
Okay, open up.
Okay, I'm pulling it up on my end. Let me know when you see. Let's see. It'll read standard.
I have attached a copy of the purchase agreement for 241 East 130th Place. You review it and signature. Please review it as soon as possible. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Now, I got one other question. Are you saying the earnings money along with this contract?
We typically don't operate with earnest money on our contracts. We've been doing this for about 5.5 years, and we don't put earnest money down on the deals that we do. When we work with financial partners, which happens on occasion, I do have them put the earnest money down, and that's an option here. But as of right now, the way it sits, there is no earnest money in the contract.
Are you going to give him money at closing?
Shouldn't give him nothing.
No, we're getting out of here scot-free.
You see where it says standard real estate purchase agreement? You got it pulled up, okay?
I agree to you. Electronic report. Okay. All right. It's so small, man. I got it. Oh, God.
Yeah, no rush, brother. No rush.
This one is made on 17.55 in the 21 Jackson. You have to call the seller.
I'm gonna tell him I'm gonna read it. Holy shit. All right. Is it cool if I just read through it for you real quick?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because I'm on my phone acting crazy.
All right. Yeah, let me start at a description of the premises. Seller agrees to sell to the buyer the property located at 241 East 135th Place, Chicago, Illinois, 60827. The legal description is written as follows. The description includes any fixtures, window and floor coverings, built-in appliances, shades, blinds, window and door screens, awnings, outdoor plants, trees, and other permanently attached items now on premises. And we get down to number 2, the purchase price. The seller agrees to convey property to buyer for the sum of $57,000, excuse me. 3, the terms. The following terms are applicable to this contract. 1, closing costs are to be paid in the following fashion. Buyer to pay for warranty deed, closing fee and title insurance. Seller to pay any costs required to provide clear title and back taxes and or liens. 2, any taxes owed will be appropriately prorated between parties at closing. 3, closing to be set as soon as possible for all parties, but no later than 30 days from fully executed contract date. The seller, oh shoot. Call failed, bro. What the heck?
What, he clicked?
I don't. It just said call failed. I don't think he hung up. I'm calling back.
Hello?
Hey, Willie. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened.
I don't need it, but let me get back to the email now.
All right. Yes, sir. I think I was reading number 3. Let me know when you have that pulled back up.
Okay, we was at contract. It just said, view. Go ahead, go. We was down to the purchase price of 57, and then it says terms. The following terms are applicable to this contract, and then it goes back to 1. Closing costs to be paid by seller. We went through that.
Yeah. All right. I think we were at 3, and I'll start at 3. It reads, closing to be set as soon as possible for all parties, but no later than 30 days from fully executed contract date, which would be today. The seller grants any extension needed to clear title or to complete closing documentation. 4, the property is sold as is with no warranties implied or stated from the seller. 5, closing to be held at, we put to be decided here. We have a couple of options for title companies that we work with. And it just depends on who we decide to move forward with. I'm also open to suggestions from you if you by chance have them. 6 reads, this contract is contingent upon clear title and final inspection of the property by buyer or buyer's agent before closing, and that the property is suitable for buyer's needs and plans. The buyer has the right to pre-market this contract on Zillow, MLS, and or any marketing media. 7, if the property is rented, rents will be prorated as of the date of sale, and security deposits will transfer at closing on the settlement statement. Seller to provide all leases and docs within 5 days to the buyer for review. 8, the seller to provide buyer with permission to access the property solely for purposes such as evaluation of repairs needed, appraisal of said property for securing financing, and professional advisement on resale of property. If the property is vacant, seller shall provide buyer with a key to access the property specifically for the reasons above. Seller understands buyer may assign this contract to another person, entity, or trust at closing and list the contract on the MLS or Zillow prior to closing. Seller agrees that buyer may terminate this contract at any time without risk of specific performance, lawsuits, or monetary damages. 9, the seller warrants that they do not know of any city, county, or local government issues or liens on this property which might be pending. 10, any furniture, fixtures, attachments, and debris located in and around the property not removed prior to closing become ownership of the buyer. Buyer to take possession of the property upon closing. So really just if there's anything that you have in or around the property that you would like to keep and take with you, we just ask that you get that removed before we close. And then the last term here on 12, additional items, this is where I put the terms of the note, the seller finance. And it reads, this property is being purchased on seller finance terms. The terms are as follows. Purchase price is $57,000. The term length is 30 years. And then the monthly installments will be $166 per month. And there should be a box for you there on the line that says seller. You should be able to click that, and then it'll ask you to either use a provided signature or write your own signature. And then once you press finish, it will automatically populate the date and the email in there for you.
Okay, so the monthly installment. So, okay, so basically this contract is just saying that within 30 days, I have the $57,000. We agree on everything. And that's it.
No, we're doing this month. No, it's
no,
monthly
sir.
payments.
Like we discussed, the $57,000, we agreed to paying that over time. Basically, we're turning you into the bank, and then we're making payments to you every month until we pay off the balance of the $57,000 total.
So, what type of money am I going to receive when I sell it to you? Is what I'm saying.
Right. Yeah, the $166
The first monthly
per
payment
month for the 30 years. So $57,000 total.
I understand. I understand the agreement, but what I'm not understanding is.
So basically, we're gonna pay all the closing costs to clear the title, or to change the title. We're going to make the first monthly installment when we close, and we're gonna make the monthly installments from there to get to the 57 grand.
Yeah.
I'm telling you over my property, and I'm not gonna receive no money when I sell this place.
You're gonna get the closing costs in the first monthly payment.
I'm
Yes.
gonna receive $166,000.
Yeah, we're going to pay for all the closing costs and everything that is required by the title to transfer the deed. And then we'll make the first month's payment. And then, we'll continue to make the payments to you every month over that 30 years.
It don't sound right to me. I mean, I got to get some upfront money there.
Well, what are you looking to get?
We start out as a cash buyer, but I gotta get some money.
Typically,
I
any
just
money that I would put
Some
down
of
to
my
you, I'm going to
for
put into rehabbing the house so I can
$150
put a
month,
tenant in there.
and I ain't got
That's
no
how we.
upfront
That's why
money.
we're doing
It
it.
ain't making sense to me.
Tell them the upfront money's
Okay.
going into the house,
Just
I
ask
hear you. How much upfront money do you think you will need?
and then tell them I'm gonna put that into the house.
That's too much.
If we're gonna do
Promise,
if we're gonna do
promise.
it over a term of 30 years, I would have to at least get half of the money.
I knew he was about to say that. Tell him that money is going directly into rehabbing the house. That's why I'm not
Okay,
going to do anything.
okay. I hear you. I don't think I could put half down. I do got to come in
No
and
way.
spend money to continue and complete the remodel and the rehab. And then I got to stick a renter in there. If Section 8 we'll put someone in there, that's great. But I got to hire the property management company to run that. And then we got to canvas for that tenant and get them put in there. So I don't think I could put half of 57,000 down at closing.
That's just not even.
Well, you got to do better than what you're doing now. That ain't making.
What if I did 60 grand and we did it the same way I'm talking? So instead of giving you a down payment, I can put it into the house.
Opposed to you just taking the place over, and I got hell. I'm by what I'm still stuck in the same spot, man.
How do you mean?
No, you don't go.
I mean, what I'm saying is that it's all right to sell a place. There's nothing wrong with selling the place, but then I gotta have some money. I can't just give you a place and I ain't got nothing in my pocket. I'm gone. I ain't got a place.
That's what
No,
does it.
and no money.
I mean, I hear what you're saying. I understand your concern, but I am going to be paying you $57,000. So I'm not just like asking you to give me the property. You know what I mean? Like we're
But you getting it over 30 years. I tell you what, man. You look. I can do the deal. I ain't got no problem with doing the deal, but it's gotta have some front money. I gotta have some money at closing. So you think about it, and
I can't do half. I can't do anywhere near half. What if I could give you a couple grand at closing, and I put the rest into the house, so I still have money to rehab the house?
That's all you got to say, George. Can I give you a couple grand at closing and put the rest in the
then I can work with it
rehab?
because that way, I understand. And at this point right now, I'm still not going. I'm not going to stop working in the place until. I mean, I'm gonna continue to work in the place because of circumstances. Whether the contract is good or bad or whatever we do, I ain't gonna never stop working because it's important to me to get somebody in there, and I already got the tenant. So I mean, it doesn't make sense for me to just sit back and say, "Well, okay, it's sold," and I ain't got no money in my pocket. That's where the problem comes in. I don't have a problem with the contract. I don't have a problem with none of that. They just don't have no. Ain't no upfront money.
I hear you. I don't think I can put 20K down. If I could put, say, 5K in your pocket at closing.
If you could put what in my pocket?
5,000.
And the rest into the house. That's what makes.
And then
it
the
make
rest
sense
I'll
there.
put into the house to finish the
Like, you
rehab, and you
gotta
don't gotta
go
worry
into
about that. You can just stop. I mean, we're taking it as is, so you don't got to worry about continuing the remodel and spending any more on that. We'll take care of it from here on out. I'll put 5,000 down at closing, and then we'll pay you the remaining 52,000 over the 30 years, like we have on the contract.
That ain't no. It's not workable. Let me run this past my lawyer. And I know
what is your lawyer going to do on this? Ask him. Your lawyer is there to tell you the laws. What is he going to do on the negotiation?
I have a lawyer that does all of my closing.
Mm-hmm.
And very familiar with the different type of companies and stuff like that. And I've been working with him for like 30 or 40 years, so he understands and he knows. That part is cool. If you say, you know, my clothing could be entitled people that would give you, if I need them, you know, you had something or whatever, how it goes. But I'm gonna run this contract by my lawyer, and I just don't think he's gonna operate with this. Like, it's just not gonna work.
Is it the contract that you don't like, or is it the terms that we have that you don't like? Because what is your lawyer is going to sit here and tell you this contract sucks? Like, that's what the job is.
I mean, I'm trying to relocate. I'm trying to do a whole lot of other things. I just gotta have some money.
Well, is money down now more important to you, or is money over time more important to you? What's more important?
Yeah, no, I hear you, Willie. From what you said, you don't have any problems with what's in the agreement. And I.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I was gonna say I completely respect it if you have a lawyer you've been working with for a long time and you trust them and you want to send it over to them. But if your main concern is down payment, then
that's my main concern. That's my main concern.
You're in the public chat. Just so you know.
Basically, I ain't got no problem. The contract, I don't see nothing wrong with the
I'm giving
contract.
game to the people too.
Everybody's learning.
It's just no money down.
Everybody's
I
learning
can't walk away from
Especially Jordan.
no, I hear you. So is money down now more important to you, or is it money over time that's more important?
Because if it's money down now, it's a cash offer that's going to be more important. So then typically
and
cash
I hear you.
offers.
And I know you're trying to get out of the state and relocate, and I mean there's some costs that have come along with doing that. So I mean, again, we could go back to what I pitched initially. I could be at I put $30,000 in your pocket at closing,
and that's it, and we're done.
But that's my cash offer. $30K, we close. You walk away. You get a check for $30,000 at closing. We take control of the property, we finish the remodel, and then we do what we're going to do on our end. But
so instead of getting 57 in 30 years,
in order for me to
30
be at
now.
57,000, I have to pay it over the 30 years. If you want,
you can pay it over the 30 years, but still. But what I'm telling you is, you got to work it out. You ain't really working out.
If I'm doing it the other way, the most I can put down is $5,000. And $5,000 is honestly a high number.
Because $5,000 is not good enough.
Why isn't the $30,000 good enough if we could get it now?
This guy's gonna be a headache. This guy's gonna be a headache all the way through the deal. We've already talked to him too much, and he's confusing himself. You know what you do now? You walk away from it. You say, "Hey, the best I can do is 5,000 and 30, or 30 today in cash. Those are all I can do."
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm
go.
here to find a solution that works for you as well as me. I want to make sure you're taken care of too. But I mean, the numbers in the neighborhood are just kind of where they're at, and I can't get myself into a situation where I'm going to be upside down and there's no benefit for me for purchasing. You know.
Well, I don't think you'd be upside down. I think
yes, I would.
They can put me in an upside situation because even if I just continue doing what I'm doing.
Yeah, but you need the money now. Like that's why you're selling. You're not selling because you're trying to make more money. You're not like, but that doesn't get you out of the state.
I hear that, but are you trying to wait for 2 years to move out of state and get along with your plans?
I ain't trying to wait 2 years because.
Well, that's the thing. So it's either you wait or you sell it today for $30,000.
I'm trying to relocate, but I can't just relocate on face and ass.
Look, if the house was turnkey, I'd be at $70,000 all day, but it's not. I still have work I gotta put into it, and it's only.
You think about it,
I'm telling you, I thought about
it. Think about it. I'm just trying to contract with a lawyer. If you come over with at least 20, we can deal.
We can't do 20 down.
I gotta do it that way because other than that.
Tell them that's a deal killer. Like $20,000 down on owner finance is a deal killer, especially when we're talking about $67,000.
I'm trying to do.
But with $30,000, you can.
Yeah.
So you think If you think
Just
about
tell
it,
them
you know,
30
call
grand
me
you
back
can.
on
It's a lot of money.
call me back
It's not a little bit of money.
the day after the holiday, which is before. Call me back. I don't know what day. That's Saturday. If you call me that Monday, that'll be the 8th, I believe.
All right. Yeah, I can call you whenever you're free. I don't have a problem with that, but you're shooting me straight. I'll shoot you straight right back. I don't think I can put 20,000 down if we're doing the seller finance. I can put 30,000 in your pocket at closing if we do it cash, and I'm happy to do that. I'll write it up right now and I'll sign it, and we'll get that done for you. You can walk with 30K in your pocket and do what you got to do as far as getting out of state, getting onto your other property, and taking care of the costs associated with that.
That's how you fucking do it.
Yeah, on the seller finance at the 57,000, like I'm willing to potentially bake in some interest, and I can increase my offer, right, from maybe 57,000. I can come up to say $60,000 total over the 30 years, but I still wouldn't be able to put $20,000 down with that
5
agreement.
is the maximum. 5 is the maximum.
Well, we
Shut the fuck up.
Just
Just thinking.
let me digest it, but I'm gonna need some money. And money, I make my digestion system work.
Okay, sounds like you need the money. Why don't we write you up 30K and get you on your way?
I'm just gonna be straight. So
30 grand will though.
You think
Say
about
it like that. 30 grand will though.
And,
I thought about it. 30 grand. Let's do it today.
we
One last push.
hopefully can work something out. I mean, because I do want to start. I don't want to keep it.
Tell them take the money. 30
No, and
grand,
I understand that, Willie, and I feel like we're really close, and I think we've had a great conversation. I think we can find a way to make this work for both of us.
30
And
grand. Cut all the talk. 30
again,
grand.
I could put 30K in your pocket at closing, cash, and you walk away and do what you got to do. But as far as the seller finance, if you want to keep thinking about it,
But again, I mean, first of all, I ain't gonna start up for 30.
Yes, you are. To me, you are.
And then if you was even within the 40s, I could. Oh, hear that, but 30.
Give me tell them, just don't say a bunch of stuff. Just say, give me the number that does it today. That's all.
okay. Well,
Exactly what Nelson said. Go with it.
Give me the number that gets it done
so
today.
you're saying maybe in the 40s.
No.
Give me the number that gets this done today, and I'll type it up right now.
I'm gonna do you a favor.
Okay, I'm listening.
37.
Okay. If we can do 47, I'll sell it. I'll sign it.
10 grand less, and we got a deal. 10 grand less, and we got a deal.
Tell him.
He like 37 is a favor. 47, I can't do it.
Tell him meet me in the middle.
47.
I need 47 in boundary.
I can't do that, but what if I can do 37?
That's 23,000, 20.
Listen to Nelson. He's closing today. I don't know why he's on the closing seat today, but he's closing today.
We really started out.
Yeah, no, I hear you. And listen, Willie, I appreciate you coming down and trying to work with me. I just honestly, I think 47 is still too high, but I think we're getting close and we're heading in the right direction.
If we meet in the middle at 37,
If I
we
come
got a
out,
deal.
meet you in the middle.
I thought my team got the
Tell him
property.
37 cash. I'll write it up.
My demand's a little closer. I'll be able to meet you.
37 cash. I write
No,
it
and
up.
I mean, I hear you. And there's really, I mean, I've looked at the numbers. There's not a whole lot to really think about or consider. If I meet you in the middle somewhere around 37,000 cash in your
We got a
pocket at
deal.
closing, we take care of closing costs, and that's the number you walk with. Think we can make something work there?
Do 43.
Just say 40. Don't do a
40,
conversation with them. Just say 40.
40.
Don't do
40,
the
you got
thank
a
you and
deal.
all that. Just say
40,
40.
you have a deal.
Just say 40. Don't say Just say 40. Just say 40.
40, you got a deal.
Areas that I can do what I need to do.
40, you got to
And I
do.
won't feel like I got the, I just said, fuck it.
Okay. 43. I hear that. If I can come up, meet you at 40 even,
We got a deal.
we got a deal.
He likes it. He's having fun right now, bro. That laugh is what you better have your sellers doing when you're fucking negotiating with them. That's how you know you're
It'll take me 3 minutes to put that in the contract. I'll resend it. We'll get this going.
right
and
now.
we'll get the process started today. I'll have my
40
team.
grand in your pocket in 30 days.
Oh my God.
40 grand in your pocket.
Oh,
What
God.
up?
It's like having a heart attack watching. This is why I can't be. This is why I can't be running school groups and stuff. That's why I do leads.
That's why I do leads, guys. Nelson's like, put me in, put me in. Oh fuck, let's get it, bro. Jordan's getting this contract. I'm gonna be on mute. I gotta get into a Zoom meeting with one of my team members, but I'll be right here.
Give me a couple minutes. I'm gonna go run this by my team. I'm gonna pull up the contract and get to work editing that, and I'll come right back to you. Okay, give me just 2 minutes.
Okay.
All right, thanks. Will. Be right back.
What's
Shit,
the
man.
ARV on this thing?
42. I think like 160.
Oh my God. Sign the contract and send it over so we can be done with this thing.
Nelson's always so impatient with the negotiation.
Because when you're negotiating, you gotta stick on target. You can't take when you're negotiating and you start all over again. Like, well, thank you so much. It's like we're starting the whole process. He knows you thank him. Hit him with the number.
Oh nah, brother. I'm gonna be polite, okay?
Well, that's still
Always.
polite, but you're in negotiating mode.
I'm gonna be a polite negotiator, and then I'm
Hey,
gonna
you
get
know
my
what?
way.
You're,
and
you're
get a deal
closing it up.
happens,
Don't
and I'm gonna say
listen to
please
me.
every time.
Don't listen to me. You're closing it up, buddy. I just
All right,
love, I just love seeing the process.
I'm gonna run it at 42. We'll send it over.
All right.
All right, Willie. Let me get this updated really quickly at the 42,000 cash. It really should take me about maybe 60 seconds.
Okay.
I'll just stay here on the line with you while I edit that. All right, let me send this over.
We lost everybody.
All right, 42 cash coming over in about 30 seconds. All right, that should be coming over into your inbox any second now. And I didn't change any of the terms. The only thing that I changed was the purchase price to 42,000. And then actually I did remove the additional term that laid out the seller finance agreement. But everything else would be exactly the same as we read before. Let me know if you received that okay.
Okay.
You just go ahead and press that sign box, and then it'll ask you to press a finish button, and then I will get a notification on my end, and then I'll add my signature, and then we'll both get a completed copy in our email for our records.
Okay. All right.
You know what, David Bell? I fuck with that, brother. I like that.
It reminds me of the Jackie Chan movie, Mr. Nice Guy. He beat everybody up, but he was the nice guy.
Okay, sign.
All right, let's see. Press finish on your end.
Good.
Okay, yep, I just got that on my end. Give me 2 seconds here. I'll click it on my end. All right, press finish. Perfect. All right, Willie, you should get another email in your inbox that should say completed document, and it will have a document that has both of our signatures on it, so you can keep that for your records. And I appreciate you working with me. I'm glad we were able to come to a number that worked for both of us. And so what will happen now is tomorrow I will have our transaction coordinator reach out to you. She'll give you a call and introduce herself, and she'll kind of be your point of contact as we move towards closing with the title company. And then really the thing we want to do as soon as possible is just get inside the property so that we can do an inspection and grab some photos for our records. And so we can set that up with you over the next couple of days, probably just shoot for sometime next week after the holiday.
Okay, and if you really want me to, I'll send you. I will send you some photos of it.
Oh yeah, if you have photos, that would actually be great and very appreciated. You can just send them over to this number whenever you get a second, and then yeah, I'll have our transaction coordinator follow up with you tomorrow, and then you and I can schedule some time for us to get inside for an inspection after the holiday.
Okay, that'll work.
All right. That sounds great. Willie, again, I appreciate you working with me. Thank you for your time. I'm looking forward to working on this with you, and I will be in touch with you soon.
Okay.
All right, sir. You take care.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye. Damn, that one was a roller coaster, brother.
Yeah. Yeah.
Low key, listen, low key, I was like, bro, if this guy signs the contract on that seller finance agreement, that's crazy, bro. That would have been insane. Like, I knew he wasn't going to. I knew there was going to be some issue, because no way he's just like, yeah, okay, cool, pay me $166 a month. I'll scoop up 100 properties this week with that agreement, you know?
Can you put the address in the private?
Yeah, I'll repost it in here. But yeah, 42K cash flow, I don't think it's bad. And it's like mostly remodeled. There's not a whole lot of work that it needs. See, even if we had to spend $30,000, which I don't think we would, we should be able to sell it for $60. If ARV is 160, being conservative, we'll call it 140. Yeah, I think we should still be able to sell it for 55, 60.
You know, my only question is, was it a newly?
It was provided by the most fire lead company in the space, Newly. Yes, brother.
Oh man, we are got it signed. Hopefully we can get this one to the closing table. Do you guys have? We got it. Morales is the guy. We just got to figure out who you close with in Illinois.
That's true. I think he was born, he said, like really close to where this house is actually. So he's probably got some people out there. All right.
All right.
Okay,
Joey,
I gotta make a
off for
call.
the day? I was gonna say I'm about to hop off here, my brother.
Yeah, me too. I gotta make a call to my Concord seller real quick. He was trying to call me while I was on that call, so I do gotta pop off of here. But I don't know if Joseph is coming back. If not, Nelson, always a pleasure. Appreciate you majorly. Anybody watching still at this point, go sign up for Newly and close you some goddamn deals. All right.
I appreciate it, brother. I will holler at y'all boys tomorrow at 10:30 Central, and we'll do it all over again.
Let's get it. I'm ready. We got to get more on the board this week.
All right, brother. Hit me up.
All right, my man. You take care.
Yeah.
Peace, y'all.